Man, look. The boss is back, man. The boss is back. You know what I mean? We got a lot to tackle tonight, so I'm not even going to waste any time with it. But the boss is back. And it's like, yo, geez Louise, every single time I want to talk about some scary type shit, because, given the fact that this is Halloween month, it's like other news is just overshadowing this motherfucker. I try my best not to, have shows like how everybody pitched their shows. Everybody is talking about um Roman Reigns coming back, Kevin Owens coming to SmackDown for no apparent reason whatsoever. It's just too much shit going on right now. People talking about Tony Khan losing his damn mind. Somebody need to take his fucking phone for once. Take this dude away from social media altogether. What's good, Ballet? Right, Ballet. Like, I'm trying to do, content like that, like, for when it comes to this month. But, I like to stick to trending topics. I don't like to sway too far away from trending topics when it comes to wrestling or, sometimes when it comes to the entertainment world. I know, what I'm saying, you guys may want to talk about the Will and Jada shit. Motherfuckers may want to talk about the Chiefs out here kicking ass. Another win. What's good, Black Star? TK having a whole meltdown. Like, can we just call it like what it is when it comes to this dude? I know we've been talking about this shit for forever, but like, this dude is just so fucking immature. Like, my dude, you constantly worrying about what WWE is doing on their damn time. Do your own fucking thing. For fuck's sake. Did you really fucking think you was gonna beat NXT and they got like who they had on NXT this past Tuesday? They had motherfucking. Of course, you know they have Judgment Day. Judgment Day is all over the goddamn place. You had Cena. You had Cody Rhodes. You even had motherfucking Bumdertaker coming through. Did you really think you was gonna beat these dudes? They got all these motherfuckers showing up. Be real, Tony Khan. Like, yeah, okay, you acquired Edge, and I'm very interested to see what this dude is gonna do in AEW. Very interested. But my dude, wake the fuck up. Do your own thing, my dude. And like I was saying from before, this dude always try to rehash or continue WWE storylines. And like, just stop. Just stop. That's it. You're not WWE. Motherfuckers tried that shit from before when it came to WCW, TNA, Impact, whoever. Just like what Jay Cargill said, cut the shit, Tony. The fuck? Anyways, I'm gonna drop that link real quick. First and foremost, though, we gotta We gotta do a quick little council court session real quick. Have my dude Nate pull up. I'm dropping the link, but I'm only gonna pull up Nate real quick. I'm gonna pull up Nate real quick, and after we do the council court, then you know what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about it. Talk to my dude Nate. Nate, hit the link, my guy. Shouts go out to Ballet, Black Star. You already know the vibes. Motherfuckers in the bushes. Shouts go out to the ones that's gonna watch the upload after this. Appreciate all y'all. And I also appreciate everybody constantly hitting that thumbs up. How we stay above the average of 10 likes, especially when it comes to the uploads. I see you, Black Star, but like I was saying from before, I just wanted to chop it up with Nate real quick, and then we'll continue on with the show. My dude Nate.
What's up? Happy Friday the 13th.
Right. Likewise. But yeah, let's get to the meat and potatoes, right? Because there were certain listeners here and there. So, it's only right for me to address the issue of the last time you had came up here, right? And I know you're not racist, my dude. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely can't say that on this panel, my guy. You cannot do that.
No, I understand. And like I was saying, I was just reiterating what he said in the video. So
Yeah.
Believe me, I don't use that word. I don't like other people using that word, and whatever. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Like me, I'll use it here and there. Well, I can't use it because I'm black. Fuck it.
But that doesn't make it right. Then you can't say cracker then to a white guy.
Well, I never called. Have I ever called you a cracker?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
Anybody a cracker?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
anyway.
you talking about it in general. You talking about it in general.
In general, yeah, in general. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no, I mean, what you do in your personal life, and whoever it is on your personal life is whatever. But like when it comes to the round table, that shit is definitely a dub. I just want to make sure we come to that understanding. You heard, Nate? The hell, Nate? Nate, you there?
Yeah, like cut off. The audio just cut off.
Yeah, I was saying that. I just wanted to make sure that we had came to that understanding about that.
Yeah. In future reference, don't worry about it. There'll be no issue.
All right, cool. That's it. Bring up this dude, Black Star. Well, you say you had an idea for tonight, Friday the 13th, because I'm not gonna lie, I do want to, when it comes to the whole Horror History Month, I'm trying to fucking include the damn, horror in this motherfucker when it comes to old fashioned wrestling, whatever. When it comes to scary gimmicks, when it comes to wrestling, all that shit. But it's every time I want to do a episode about that topic,
something bad always comes up.
Topics, right? There'd be so much trending topics going on.
Yeah.
Now, but Nate, my dude, I mean, everything's all good. Like water under the bridge, you dig, but you gotta learn, man.
No, I understand. Like I said, like I was telling Sam, man, I was just reiterating what the guy said in the joke. So.
No, man, you're good. You're good, man. Just gotta. I mean,
But go ahead, Nate. You heard what I You heard what I
No, I was just gonna ask you guys like Friday the 13th. I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. I heard they're making a Crystal Lake series with Mrs. Voorhees, basically.
Oh, don't fuck up, Jason.
No. He's not even going to be in the series. Basically,
okay,
probably towards the end will be. But yeah, it's basically the mom and stuff. Well, like I go back and watch my favorite parts are parts 3 and 4. Those are my two favorite Jasons, Richard Brooker and Ted White. So and
Real quick,
guys want to talk about the old Friday 13 movies.
Like real quick, the funniest horror movie that I ever seen in my life was Leprechaun.
Oh God, yeah, I don't like that.
Remember Leprechaun in the Hood?
Yes.
They do have a Gremlins they're working on, Gremlins 3, but I don't know if it's going straight to DVD or whatever. So
we talking about Leprechaun in the Hood went straight. Yeah, I think it did go straight to DVD. I don't think it was.
No, Gremlins 3. Gremlins 3.
Oh wow, you took it back.
Yeah, part 3 is supposed to come out, I guess, in December, but I haven't seen anything, a clip or trailer. So,
like I said, man, you better not fuck. Like you better not fuck up Gremlins beyond recognition. Like
I guess it's a reboot of the original or something.
Oh, okay.
Well, if it's a reboot, then they can't call it a sequel. It got to be like a completely different.
A reboot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's all. I hadn't really got much information on it.
You there, TKO? Was goody?
Yeah, I'm here. What's Gucci, y'all? I was just watching this Rampage segment. That's all.
Oh,
yeah. What I was gonna say, like we definitely gonna get to it because there's so much wrestling news out there. But
yeah, I was.
Nate, didn't you say like you had an idea? Because today's Friday the 13th. Did you have what idea did you have?
Oh, for a new movie? Oh, basically you take all the survivors from the former films and they all go back to Crystal Lake and Jason kills them one by one until like a final survivor or two. So basically,
that was your idea. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you had okay.
But why don't you bring back a Freddy Krueger as well?
Yeah.
When you go to sleep, you get fucked over anyways.
I think it would be an interesting idea because you got Tommy Jarvis and then you got the telekinetic girl from part 7. That'd be kind of cool, Jason and Tommy and then the telekinetic girl. I think that'd be cool bringing them back.
What's going on, Tove? Oh shit! What this dude? Yo, this dude here with his fucking avatar.
Oh damn! I see his picture. He's got the picture of Bret Hart when he went off on Vince McMahon. I know
that was Vince McMahon's. That was his Friday the 13th.
When he turned a blind eye, I got that Gorilla Monsoon. He turns a blind eye.
When he spit in Vince McMahon's face.
Yo, frustrated isn't the goddamn word for it. This is bullshit.
That spit was so
this
perfect.
Is pretty much this picture symbolizes basically how I felt watching SmackDown tonight. This is fucking bullshit.
Oh, here we go, boy.
No, this is a random break into the loss in the playoffs of the Phillies.
Bro, can I just say that I just want to say this. Everything I said about SmackDown came true. Literally everything.
As far as what?
As far as Roman versus LA Knight, as far as fucking Jade Cargill confronting Charlotte.
Jimmy and Solo versus Cody and Jay.
Yeah, that's
going to happen. Aldis? That was a surprise, right? Aldis. That was a
Ballet Dancer was saying, "What's up, y'all?"
What up?
Yeah, this picture is also the reaction that Nick Aldis had when Triple H said, "We're going to bring you in as a fucking GM." Pushed
Man, everybody.
there has to be a plan,
and the crowd goes mild.
There has to be a plan with Nick Aldis. There has to be.
Nick Aldis.
No, there's a plan. There's a plan.
You know, Nick Aldis is going to wrestle.
Yeah,
like it's coming.
But what they should have did, they definitely should have gave him like an entrance instead of him just like he came from underneath the ring and just showed up. Like
well, I've always been a big fan of his. I've met him several times before. Very friendly guy at TNA live events. Really cool.
He's a gentleman's gentleman.
If you he's a cool guy. He got dealt a bad hand. A lot of people were giving him shit. I remember like when AJ Styles left TNA and they made him a TNA champion and people
that
were shitting
Dixieland match was pure
death. I don't think they. Do you really think people are still harping on that? I doubt that.
Well, now they're
not. The point is that he was put in a really bad spot.
They're not.
AJ was the heart and soul of that company. When he left, like that was the beginning of the end. He went to
And to be
NWA,
honest,
reinvented himself. He made me a fan of the NWA product for a period of time, and I
bro,
know as I'm so
NWO,
sure.
his
I heard
NWA
NWA
run
got a
saved
TV
him,
contract.
Hold on,
honestly.
hold on. Wait. Let's slow down. Go ahead, TKO.
No, I
TKO,
was
say what
just
you got to say, then Black Soul, you go after him.
no, I was just saying after his run, after that world title thing he had on Impact, which was terrible, when he went to NWA, that shit revitalized his career. I mean, look at everything he had.
Right.
And to be honest, it was crazy seeing Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes in WWE at the same time, honestly.
That's crazy. So to those that don't know the story, basically, fucking, Nate and I, we always joke all the time, but we got to
Well,
be serious
hold on.
here.
Before you get in, I got to be fair, my dude. I got to be fair. Let Black Soul say what he had to say, and then you go after him. So,
Like I heard that NWA got a TV contract. There's supposed to be like a major deal. With,
nice.
Yeah, Tyrus must have talked to some people, I guess.
Oh
What
god.
I heard, like I heard Fox and Peacock are a part of the deal.
Oh.
That's what I
We'll
heard.
see where it goes.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
gotta look into that.
That's big news.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I gotta look into it. I don't have the specifics, so I'll look into it for you.
Yeah, take your time, Toph. We're gonna be here for a minute. So while you got that brewing up, go ahead. Say what you was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So to those that don't know the story, Nate and I, we always joke a lot, but this is pretty serious. The Bruce Pritchard dude, Pritchard was the issue. He left WWE for a period of time. He was in TNA for a bit. I believe he was like vice president at one point. He had a pretty high position of power, and basically him and Aldis had heat. They didn't like each other. They didn't get along. Why? I don't know. I know he has a podcast. I've never listened to his podcast because he can be. I respect anyone's knowledge in the business, but anyone who sits there with a straight face and says, "We made
Like, isn't he a part of 83 Week?
No, that's Bischoff's podcast.
Okay.
That's Bischoff's podcast.
Yeah,
Anybody
I'd never
that sits
listened to
there
him.
on a podcast and says we made DDP the stalker because nobody knew who he was, like, you can just get the fuck out of here. But
Are you serious?
Some podcast a couple of years
Oh my
ago,
God.
he just threw Nick Aldis under the bus, and then I remember Nick went on somebody else's show, and he basically buried Bruce and just called him a kiss ass, which is true. He is a kiss ass, and so he was basically the main reason. He was the primary reason why Nick never went to WWE, because when you look at Nick Aldis on paper, he has everything you would possibly want in a WWE superstar. He's tall, he's British, he dresses the part, he talks the part. He may not have the most exciting style, but you don't got to worry about Nick. He's a pretty good guy. So
If
so
you
he
look
left
at Nick
NWA.
Aldis and the way they introduced him tonight, it's the perfect way to do it because the man
Yeah,
can.
so-
He's a great.
So he
promo.
left. Yeah, so he left NWA because Billy Corgan does more coke than TK. More on that later. And basically, like,
Absolutely.
after he left, he wanted to go to WWE. He made his intentions known that he wanted to wrestle. And this has been a story that's been going on for a while. Sandman's been covering it. There's certain guys that we knew for a while, like sooner or later they'll be in. Like, we knew Carlito was going to be in at one point. We knew Nick at some point was going to do something. We're still waiting for Cardona, aka Zack Ryder. So he wanted to be a wrestler, but the word was, as a couple of months ago, was that they did not want him as a wrestler, but they wanted him as an agent, producer, or something like that. So I'm guessing what we saw tonight was them compromising. I hope they have something for him. I'm very happy. And a good point, TKO, because it didn't even occur to me, like you're right, seeing Adam Pearce, Cody Rhodes, and Nick Aldis all in the same show, like, that's crazy. Like, if you had told me that like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, I'd have been like, you're out of your fucking mind. But yeah,
And I really think now that y'all say that shit, Triple H influence is definitely there. He just has to, it's like every time he tries to take a couple of steps forward, Vince McMahon takes, like 4 steps backward.
He machine guns 4 steps backwards.
Word, he chops motherfuckers' feet off.
But Triple H is taking baby steps. That's what I noticed. He's taking
And
baby steps.
then it's like you have to do that shit because when it comes to the casual audience, they have to get spoon fed. They really do, because they don't know the same talent that we know. Like when it comes to the indies or when it comes to other federations other than WWE or AEW. That's all people really watch.
Which is crazy to me.
So they have to get spoon fed.
Know what I watched the other day? And it was probably the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Do you remember the Triple Mania when Jeff Jarrett was drunk off his ass and started throwing tortillas?
Oh my lord!
I don't know what WrestleMania was that.
It was Triple Mania.
No, it was Triple Mania.
I'm about to say, I don't remember that WrestleMania.
That was
that's the Triple A shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I watched that shit. I was like, good lord. Like,
Jeff Jarrett is fucking terrible.
Like, why did one of these Latinos fucking stop Jeff Jarrett when he was tossing tortillas to the crowd?
Oh my god.
Man,
shit. We the ones and they the bums. You know I gotta talk about it. We the ones, they the bums. Speaking of the boss being back, god damn it. Trying to make sense of everything. Like this dude, Roman Reigns, is he so innocent when it comes to this whole debacle?
Why didn't Jimmy die tonight?
Like, yo, this dude showed up and tried to make sense of everything. Here comes Cena, the glory hog.
Bro,
Just, cutting them off and all that shit.
Bro, you know it wasn't gonna make sense.
Like this dude, Roman Reigns, trying to sign autographs. You know what I'm saying? Over here trying to sign autographs. Show love to the island of relevancy. And here goes Cena.
Yeah.
Like
bro,
day one second when Jimmy should have died.
Bro, Jimmy Uso was more or less brought back into the fold tonight. That's literally what happened. So basically, you forgive him for kicking you in the face and you put the blame on Jay. Jimmy was the one who fucking called for y'all to turn on him. What the hell?
Now I completely agree with you with that shit. Like, I hate that they're having him look retarded like this when it comes to that situation. This dude kicked him in the head like what 4 times, and this supposed to be no shrimp, no rice, no champagne, nothing. You get nothing. Yo, why are you in my locker room?
This man is drinking water in your locker room like ain't nothing happened. Like, what the fuck? Like, you should be putting his head through a wall right now.
I agree. I do agree.
No, who Roman legit reminds me of? He reminds me of Sting in the early 90s. Him trusting everyone and then him getting stabbed in the back.
And I'll leave you for dead. Dead.
Yo.
Like Sting must have pimp slapped him in like fucking 15 different situations.
Yo, they really turned on Sting like OD. Like, damn, did Sting owe y'all money or something? Shit.
He's a fucking idiot. Sting always been an idiot.
No wonder he turned into the fucking crow Sting.
For me, what it is that there's too many loose ends, to the point where you can't rationally explain it anymore. The last time this dude was on TV, Jey Uso kicked you in the face and said, "Fuck this, I'm out." Like, that's pretty disrespectful. And you just basically you walked right by him. Like, it's like if you're at school and you get into a fight and the person kicks your ass, when you come back to school, you're not just gonna no-sell that. And not just the fact that Jimmy kicked him 4 times. Don't forget, like, Jimmy, his own words was, "Yo, bro," or in his words, "Yo, Oos, I turned on you because I don't want you to be an asshole like Roman Reigns." Literally, that's the exact same. So, like you call Roman an asshole.
Like, I understand completely why Jimmy turned on Jay. Because Jay fucking super kicked him and left. Okay, that's understandable. But Roman accepting you back into the fold, you're fucking Sting. That's what you are. You're Sting. You're Sting. Sting trust everyone. Ric Flair fucking pimp slapped him on national television. He was a part of the
Remember, he even trusted Bully Ray. Remember, he kept telling Hogan, "You have to trust him. He loves you, Hogan. He loves you."
If anybody,
what did Bully Ray do?
He turned his back on his ass too.
If anybody,
fucking Sting is an idiot.
If anybody screams non-horseman, it's Sting. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You expect You expect Sting to be a part of the Horsemen? Like, what the fuck? You
Good
expect
Lord.
Sting?
He was though. He
Of
was
all-
for a short period of time.
Yeah, briefly. Yeah.
Sting to give away his title shots for you? I mean, come on now.
Ain't no way in hell.
Shit.
Damn it.
Speaking of Sting, though, like given the fact that this is Friday the 13th, what do y'all think about the rivalry between him and the Abyss? Remember when this dude was who was it? The NWA champion? Yeah, he was at the time. Was the
What
NWA
was that?
champion?
The
Last Rites
match or something?
Yeah, like yeah.
Last Rites, that was a brilliant shit show.
Yeah, it was a shit show, but the
That was a work of art shit show.
I like the story that they had, but the match was not it. It's
I've
one
always,
of those. But
I've always
It didn't matter. The bell rang. The bell rang.
And the
That was storyline over.
I've always been a fan of Abyss, and I always disliked it when people just
The bell
dismiss
rang.
it.
That's when the storyline
He
ended.
was a Taker ripoff. He was a hybrid. He was a hybrid of like Mankind, Taker, Kane, with a little bit of Hannibal Lecter.
Yo, talk you fucking
It
up.
was different. Really?
I can hear him. He's
Yeah.
I can hear him. You
Anyway, I
can't hear him, Black Song?
That's all I was just
Yeah,
trying
now I
to say.
can hear him.
Yeah. No,
Just
you didn't
fucking
hear
up
him,
previously.
Briggle.
But now
Okay.
he's good.
He had that Rhino look too. Rhino.
Yeah.
Rhino.
I'm being, but yeah, they were but yeah, the story was good, but the matches didn't really hit. And they're both great workers. That's the crazy part.
The bell rang. That was the problem with that storyline.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
The second you heard Fire Russo, you know you was in for a brilliant.
Bro, that was the highest part of the match. They were chanting Fire Russo. That was the highest point of the match.
Or last rights.
Don King production. Jesus.
Speaking of gimmicks, I want to ask. Since
Like which one's worse?
Who knows, man? But since we're talking about Sting, I want to ask you about this gimmick. How'd y'all feel about the Joker Sting?
Oh, Joker's thing was funny.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I like Joker's thing.
It was good.
I definitely love Joker Sting. But I remember at the time, they hated on it. You know what I mean? When he started doing it, look at this dude Sting. He should have just came to WWE. Why is he being a Joker now? I'm like, yo, you acting like Sting never tried to, you know what I'm saying? Like he never tried to recreate himself. You know what I mean? Look at he was the Crow. He wasn't always Surfer fucking Sting. You know what I mean? He always switched it up.
Like when people impersonate Sting, they always go to Surfer Sting.
And I think the main reason why people was trying to bash this shit is because it happened on TNA.
And TNA Productions produced a lot of shit shows.
Mr. Kennedy, Surfer Sting. That was funny.
Yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was fine. You know, it was just a nice little way to reinvent himself.
Yeah. Jericho does it.
Yeah, Jericho does it to stay relevant, and it works for him. The Joker Sting was entertaining as hell, honestly.
The best reinvention of all time was Ministry of Darkness Taker.
Oh Lord, I'm telling you, I ain't
Taker was on meth when he was doing that shit.
That dude,
he was Perk Taker. I'm telling y'all,
that dude collar was a taco.
Man, he had the beard, like he had the devil beard, but how the hell did he get away with fucking hanging Boss Man and then putting Stephanie on a fucking cross?
He fucking
I'm not gonna lie.
He fucking sacrificed Stone Cold. He fucking sacrificed Stone Cold in front of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, yo, remember he was about to embalm Stone Cold. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Taker was out here trying to murder niggas. Like, good Lord.
Here we go. Virgo Bay. What did it do?
He literally hangs Stone Cold on a fucking cross.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle was there.
Kurt Angle has no
like
luck. They
3
did it in
months- or no.
ECW.
Like, it was like
They did it in ECW with
Yeah, they
Raven
did.
and Sandman.
Remember that, right? When
Jeez.
they did that shit to Bummy Dreamer. They put their
Sandman.
Oh, it's Sandman. Excuse me. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
No
They
relation.
put on the spot. They're like, wait a minute. Didn't they just do this?
It's not even that. It was his theme song where he was like talking Latin. It was like
when he was speaking in tongues.
Like, yo, you gonna sit your goofy ass down?
I mean,
Tony
Like, he
Khan.
was sounding like a whole bozo. But I ain't gonna lie, when he hung Boss Man, I like that shit.
That was crazy.
that was insane.
Like, people be saying that, oh, that was like the worst thing. Like, nah, like, you know, at the time I liked it. Now because you can see the harness now. When he did that shit, you didn't see the harness.
Like, seriously,
Dude,
because I
fucking
was
Boss
12,
Man fed the dog to Al Snow, Pepper.
Oh, now that sucked. The dog kennel match is trash.
like, seriously,
God,
because I was
yeah.
12, I thought that the man legit died.
Yeah, because you see, because
too.
we didn't see how they hooked up the harness was well put together at the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the
wait,
match
guys,
itself is
since it's Friday the 13th, we've never talked about this guy before. Let's start with you, Sandman, and go from there. What's your thoughts on the Boogeyman? Like,
That's my dude.
the wrestler, the Boogeyman.
Here's the thing about the Boogeyman, right? He didn't have to know how to wrestle. When it came to him, it was all about him being the attraction. Like, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? That's my dude to know, but I can't stand like this dude foams at the mouth like Jay White. Like, I'm not into all the extra shit. Like, remind me not to eat lunch when I'm watching one of they fucking matches.
The night.
Well, go ahead, TKO. You said clockwise or counterclockwise? Who's next?
I think.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go next. The Boogeyman. Honestly, I agree with Sandman. He was all right. He wasn't really all that good in the ring, but his gimmick got him over. But I wasn't really a fan of the whole foaming at the mouth thing either.
Like, the worm shit was cool. I didn't mind the worm shit, like him eating the worms, and the other. You remember the other gross shit he did? He chewed that big ass rash off of Jillian Hall's face.
Yeah, that was the day. Like, that was the day.
Oh god,
that was the day I said, "Fuck this."
Word, I didn't eat for a week.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting. I'm like, good.
Like, that was the day I said, "Fuck this." I'm not watching him anymore.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast that Booker T has, and he mentioned the worm thing that the Boogeyman did. Some worms are actually like poisonous, which I did not know. And
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
Right, he didn't want to do the worm spot.
Drink some water. Relax. Hold on. Take your time. Wait, hold on. Stop. Drink some water, my dude. We're not going nowhere. Go drink some water. You good. I don't want you to be sounding crazy on the live broadcast.
I just drank some. All right. Charmel told Booker to not do the worm spot until they did a test that the worms were non-poisonous. And they actually brought in like 5 different sets of worms to find a pair that was not poisonous. So, that basically consisted of them just sitting in the back. Trucks would come in. They would go in the back of the trucks, and they would just take out like just containers of worms and just put them like on this weird scale thing that would kind of like determine if they were poisonous or not. So that's what they did.
How would they know about? So you mean to say that they'll put them on a scale, like they'll know which one is the poisonous ones by weighing them?
I guess I'm not sure exactly how it works, but the long story short of it is that every worm spot he did, that's how it was. Like, they had to determine which ones were poisonous. I think didn't Tara, aka Victoria, didn't she carry like a spider with her, like a tarantula for one of her?
Yeah. When she was in Impact.
Yeah, she mentioned that every time they would do that, they would have to suck the venom out of the tarantula. I don't know how you do that without killing it, but wow, it's crazy.
They had to have gotten a non-venomous spider to do that, because ain't no way in hell.
Like legit, the funniest story that I ever heard was when Jake the Snake said that before Macho Man got bit by the cobra.
Oh yeah.
that
Oh yeah,
Macho
Randy
Man
made him get bit on purpose, right?
Yeah.
He didn't trust nobody.
I was like, what?
You
I
know
don't
what's
blame him.
crazy about
I don't blame
you know
him.
what's crazy about that night is people didn't even talk about the fact that Savage got bit by a snake. It was about the fact that Jake the Snake nailed Elizabeth in the face.
Did he DDT
Oh,
her?
yeah.
He DDT'd her, right?
I believe he DDT'd her, but I remember fans wanted to kill him after that.
No, but the best DDT of all time was what Randy did to Stephanie. That Hangman DDT.
That's
You
probably
ever-
the
you ever-
that's probably the scariest thing there. Like of all the gimmicks of wrestling, like legit to fit the Friday 13th theme, even if it's not poisonous. So Tara hits the Widow's Peak. You're supposed to sell, and then she just lays a tarantula like on your face. Hell no. Hell no.
She did it to the ref. That shit was funny.
You ever see that DDT Jake the Snake did a Steamboat and nearly killed him? I think it was in Boston or something. Knocked him out. I'm like, damn.
It's amazing. It's amazing that Jake the Snake didn't fuck up multiple
He
times.
did mess up on that one. Yeah. I mean, it was Steamboat's fault. He wanted to take it, but damn.
How drunk that man was. It's amazing that he didn't fuck up multiple times.
Man, Jake the Snake did everything around that
That
time.
dude was drunk, high.
He
He
doesn't know how
had
to play
downers.
blackjack.
He
I know
had
that.
uppers.
He don't know how to
That
play
night-
blackjack. I know that for a fact.
That night on what is the Heroes of Wrestling?
Yeah.
When he made that woman,
When Shorty was playing with his nipples.
Oh my god.
When I
I'll
think
never get that shit. Yo, the dude came out in his entrance. He came out in his entrance or whatever, and then he just went back to the tunnel. We bugging out like, yo, what type of time this dude Jake the Snake is on? Why did he just go right back in the tunnel? This dude took off her shirt, ran back out, and ran straight to the chick that in the front row. She just started rubbing his chest, and I'm like, what's going on here?
I just
Everybody
love
was
this.
lost. Like, what type of time this dude is on?
like
I just love
Yokozuna,
this.
they had to
I
bring
just
out
love his
Yokozuna.
promo.
Yokozuna literally had double D's.
I figured Jake out years ago. He's one of those dudes that's like, yo, man, let me see. Jake is like one of those dudes. He's like, let me see how much I can get away with on network television. I still remember that fucking promo he did when he debuted for AEW where he was like, I'm just a squirrel and you ain't getting enough. Whatever it was he said.
Ah, shit. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. My new mic just showed up. Oh man, I'm about to be sounding like Luther Vandross on this motherfucker. Give me a second.
You have.
I just love the fact that Jake the Snake promo. I just love the fact that Jake the Snake promo. He goes, "We played blackjack. You got 21. I got 22. Well, you busted, Jake. You crackhead.
You got 21. I got 22. Like,
I got 22. You busted."
I ain't gonna hold you though. Jake the Snake was a fantastic heel, and his promos were great. Like,
Yeah.
That's what he should be doing. AEW should be working backstage, working with the young guys, cutting promos. I mean, he's
I
good.
always thought that's what and again I'm sorry he's gone, but I always thought that Jake the Snake was who Bray Wyatt was trying to channel, but it never worked for me because when Jake cut his hit promos as a heel, first of all, he never raised his voice ever. He spoke very calmly, kind of disturbingly almost, the fact that he was so calm. And whenever he laughed, it was always like kind of a slow, kind of like ominous laugh. But then when Bray would cut his promo, he would always laugh like at the end of every sentence. Like, I can't take you seriously if you're laughing at the end of every sentence. It's like a Power Ranger villain. That's just
now, the one person I know for a fact was unnecessarily intense with Samoa Joe back in TNA. He screamed on every single promo.
Samoa Joe had so much intensity but sometimes for no reason, but it worked for him.
I like Scott Steiner's promo when he was working. He was talking with that chick backstage in TNA. You want to work out with me? Take off your clothes, and you can hear Samoa Joe laughing in the background.
Yeah. Oh shit!
All right, I'm back, y'all.
Scott Steiner was pure. Scott Steiner was pure comedy on a weekly basis.
This
Oh, yeah.
fat son of a bitch. Okay.
This fat son of a bitch.
He's fat.
He's fat.
Oh shit! Speaking of Samoa Joe, he about to fight Willie Mack on tomorrow night.
Willie.
Willie Mack he coming on AEW?
Yeah, he gonna fight
Ring
Samoa
of Honor,
Joe.
whatever.
He fighting Samoa Joe on Collision tomorrow.
Like you
I'm a
know,
big fan
like
of
you know,
Willie.
you had
He's cool.
like you know,
Okay,
you had
I'm gonna watch that match. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, Danielson against Christian tomorrow too, right? I think.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Oh, that's a goodie. Okay.
That's gonna
You
be
know,
a
good
fun
damn.
one.
You know, good and damn well I'm watching football.
Oh,
Amen.
how could we forget, man? I would slap myself if I forgot this. It's an inside joke of Nate and myself. Of all the failed horror gimmicks, the Dungeon of Doom, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The Dungeon of Doom, the Dungeon of Doom. Those promos,
Yo, I couldn't stand the Dungeon of Doom. Oh my god, I couldn't stand them.
those promos that the Taskmaster used to do with the
Oh god.
Yo, to this day, I will always say the Dungeon of Doom promos. It looks like a deleted scene off Batman Forever. That's what it looks like.
The one with Hogan,
you
the one with
stupid.
Hogan in the
You
dungeon.
man.
That one was like,
Like
say
you-
no to drugs, kids. I mean,
like you know for a fact, you know that Ming and Barbarian probably killed somebody in their past lives.
Shit, it would have got them over. But
Because my gosh, what they did to jobbers alone was a crime to all humanity.
no,
I
but
felt bad.
Ming
I
the
felt
Barbarian, you talking about the Faces of Fear.
Yeah,
It wasn't on
yeah.
the Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah, Face of Fear was part of the Dungeon to do.
Yeah, they aligned them like sometimes. Yeah, they're like henchmen.
Yeah, that was like yeah. You're right. Because I remember the immediate members, like you had
Shark.
Taskmaster, the Giant, the
Yeti.
Zodiac,
Yeti.
Like
I
Macho
remember.
Man-
I remember
Macho
to this
Man's
day.
bodyguard was
the
me.
Yeti. No, you mean the Yeti?
I remember to this very day that match they had with the Outsiders at Starrcade '96 because Hall and Nash, I love them both, but they were always coasting, because they had that contract set up where they just made appearances to get paid, so they didn't really want to do work in the ring. But when they had that match with the Outsiders,
they
Ming the
were
Barbarian
super
like, fuck that, you're
overpaid.
earning your paycheck tonight, bro. They beat the shit out of Hall
Oh
and Nash.
yeah, I don't blame them, man. They were super
Wow.
overpaid to do so little. Like, nah.
Yep.
And the Steiner
Hall
brothers.
had,
Remember,
like,
the
one of
Steiner
the
brothers
best
beat the shit out them too.
Hell yeah, they were overpaid to do so little. I'm saying, nah, bro, we're not doing that over here. You gonna earn your paycheck this time.
When
I'd have
Scott,
been on that type of timing too.
like you knew Scott Steiner was gold. Went on Raw on national television. You heard loud and clear, "Give me the fucking mic."
Every company, there's always that one or two dudes where it's like you're gonna earn your paycheck.
Yo,
It was the
almost
face
choked on
of
my beverage.
in WWF, it was Hardcore Holly and Steve Blackman. They didn't care who you were. Like you're gonna do work when you do that match.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with them. Honestly, they made you work.
Like
They
you
weeded
knew,
out the weak.
like you knew that Scott Steiner was pure gold as soon as you heard that.
Never give Scott Steiner a
shit,
lot of
he
money
got-
to a wrestling company.
Then JR.
Who the fuck is Rolando? Who you talking about, Henny God? Rolando.
Orlando.
Who's Rolando?
No.
The soccer player? Oh, Ronaldo. That's Ronaldo.
I guess I don't know.
I think one of my favorite incidents was remember Brian Pillman when he grabbed Heenan. Heenan's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then like he goes back in the ring and he grabs the mic and like, "I respect you, Booker, man." To Sullivan.
Shit.
He said so.
A perfect Friday the 13th. I guess you can say when it comes to this dude pulling out the blicky up in that blicky on Stone Cold.
Like
Oh,
That
Bobby,
was Stone Cold's Friday the 13th.
like Bobby Heenan said it so smoothly too. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Okay, got you. Yeah, B. I got the and he got that motherfucking pressure. I got the Hell's OG. This shit right here. It's cool. Could be a little better though. The new shit I love is the Tropicana strawberries. That's my new strain. Tropicana strawberries. That shit's good as fuck.
Pillman really pulled out a gun on Stone Cold. Though. I still can't.
Hey, Vince
Pillman's
had
got
to
a
fucking
gun.
apologize to USA.
Yeah, apologize.
It was fucking, they went too far.
I remember Kevin Kelly almost had a heart attack on national television when he saw the gun.
I remember my dad. He thought that Stone Cold was racist because before he went in Pillman's house, he beat up those two dudes, and my dad was mad because Stone Cold, like, he kept drowning the black dude. He was like, "Why are you gonna drown the black dude?"
Hit him with the wagon. Hit him with the wagon. Little wagon.
He hit him in
When
the head with
Austin
the wagon.
316 meets Brian Pillman 9mm.
But you know what though? That's what I miss the most about wrestling because like,
Fuck Daniel Jones. Oh shit.
Yeah.
if you're gonna do crazy shit like that, then you need to just go all the way and do it.
Oh, I do crazy shit, goddamn.
Hey, what up, guys?
Always outside.
I
You missed outside.
I feel bad for you, Scott.
Daniel Jones need to be outside practicing.
Like, I legit feel bad for you, Scott, because
Man, Daniel Jones is
you have
Miami Homicide is investigating the murder of Daniel Jones.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, my dude. You sound muffled like hell.
You have Daniel Jones legit.
Hold on, Black Star.
Yeah, I'll take a Whopper, a fry, and a soda.
Yeah, you sound crazy, my dude. Like, I could barely hear you.
It's these bones. It's hard to speak.
You sound like you got the your earbuds underneath the pillow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
I haven't
Cowboy
been
fans
talking
been
in a
quiet.
while, so give me a second.
But yeah, man. While he makes those adjustments, another spooky, supposedly failed wrestling gimmick. Shit, I got a few, but let's talk about this motherfucker. Relic.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus. I got another one for you. His partner,
Relic. I don't know
Black
that one.
Rain. I
I've
do.
never heard that one, Relic.
Relic, go backwards.
I know
Right?
exactly.
Remember they kept saying that? They was like, oh, but hey, we gotta remember it's killer is spelled backwards. Like, what am I, a fucking moron? I'm like
No,
I must have missed that one. I don't know Relic. Who's that?
Look on TNA. Look on TNA. Look up Relic versus Abyss.
No,
And
look up.
remember.
oh God, and Black Rain. Remember Black Rain was involved?
That
What
was
you
a
should-
failed Dustin Rhodes.
Oh,
What
I
you
got
should do is look up
I gotta
Marky
tell-
D. Look up Marky D 123.
I got a failed
Oh, we
gimmick.
know about Marky D. Shots go out to Marky D, B. Oh,
I got a failed gimmick for y'all. Kevin Thorne,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
the fake vampire from ECW.
How about Dustin with 7? 7.
The
It's like how the hell Ariel's tits was more over than both of them.
the
There
Family
you go,
Dollar
right there. You
version
said
of
from ECW. You mean WWE's ECW, right?
The
Yeah,
zombie.
WWECW.
Greatest
Yeah.
promo, the
That was
zombie.
never gonna work.
the Family Dollar version of Gangrel.
Now, real quick.
Shit.
Like, you know who got fucked up beyond recognition? Fucking S.A.
The
Rios.
Ascension.
No,
Nope.
fucking S.A. Rios got fucked up beyond recognition because of Lita.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought
Lita
you was
fucked him
gonna say
over.
Pope was the one that got fucked up the most.
No, S.A. Rios got fucked up the most.
No, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Because let's not go too far, of course. I thought you was gonna talk about a supposed scary wrestling gimmick, wrestler, woman have you, superstar that basically failed.
I have one.
Because this dude just said Kevin Thorne.
I have
Okay,
one.
so
But
we're talking
you guys never
horror
said it
gimmicks
yet.
that didn't work. Horror gimmicks. That's the topic. Horror gimmicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one.
Either worked or did work. You know what I mean?
I have
Either
one.
or, just to add context to the topic.
Like I have one. I'm just waiting for my turn.
Dude, the one that failed, Barry Windham, the stalker. How did they botch that
Oh my
one?
God, Nate, you know that's my triggering one. Don't
Stalker.
mention that.
You guys still haven't said it yet? I'm shocked.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
Huh?
Oh,
You're
The
already
zombie from
lying.
ECW? That one was scary.
No, not
Yeah,
that
it don't
one.
matter. ECW, WWE, WWE, a wrestling gimmick. Period. When it comes to either a superstar wrestler or pay per view, PLE,
Like, I'm shocked.
it don't matter.
Like I'm shocked you guys didn't say Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah, but
He wasn't supposed to be scary.
yeah, he wasn't scary.
He really wasn't though. He was
Yeah, he
just
wasn't-
a guy. He was
though. He was supposed to be scary because you see some tall, hairy motherfucker look like
Man, they
Harry
had
and
that
the
dude-
Hendersons.
They had that dude in the Universal Studios house. He wasn't scary.
The
He
only,
was like
the only
Harry
thing
Henderson.
scary about Giant Gonzalez was his deuces in the toilet. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's like 8 feet tall. They didn't have anybody to fight Taker, so they just found some generic big guy and said, "You want
That
to be
was Taker's,
famous?" for
that was
5
Taker's
minutes?"
worst match, and that's saying something.
Exactly.
There was nothing scary about Giant Gonzalez. Lord Jesus.
Nope.
You
I'll
sound
go-
much.
I'll
You
go
sound
ahead.
much better, Scott. Yes, you sound much
Yeah,
better, Scott.
I'll go ahead and I'll take the bullet because I know some people are going to say too soon. I don't give a shit. I'll stay in character.
I
think
know what
Bray
you're gonna
Wyatt was a
say.
failure. I
I
think
knew
Bray
you were
Wyatt is
going
a
to say
failure.
it. I knew he was going to
Hey,
go
who's a
there.
failure?
Bray.
He said Bray
Wyatt.
Oh,
Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. He
I'm
was a
gonna be
failure, and that wasn't his fault.
I'm
No.
gonna
Was
be
it-
honest. I'm gonna be honest.
I
Bray
really never
Wyatt was
considered him
really.
scary. He was just a cult leader. He was more like Marilyn Manson.
I mean, listen.
I mean,
I don't
Charles
think Bray
Manson.
Wyatt was a failure. I think he was just a victim of bad booking. But that's just me.
Well,
He
Cena
was a
killed him.
victim to John Cena. That's all it
That was
was.
it. That was
And
it.
what's crazy
Exactly.
is-
That's what I was saying. It wasn't his fault. It really
And-
wasn't his fault.
And what's
then
crazy
unfor-
is
Then they had him
then
losing it to
unfortunately-
Hell in a Cell at the Ronald McDonald Playhouse, where the match didn't even end. I mean, come on.
Oh
Jesus.
god! Don't even
And then
talk.
Ronald-
about it.
unfortunately, he had to
Oh,
he
God.
had he had to get into a feud with Dean Ambrose. Poor Bray Wyatt.
Bro,
Yeah.
not even that, bro. And then when he
Yeah.
came back as the Fiend, which was super over, how the hell you kill it with that Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins? Good lord.
Yeah.
Didn't Seth Rollins curb stop him like 95 times?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that Fiend shit, I'm sorry. Like, I was in the minority. Like, that Fiend shit was corny as hell to me. I don't get that. I don't understand why people like that.
I mean, it was different. That's why. And
I
plus,
guess-
if you really think about it, that shit was the only thing that was getting over at the time on Raw.
That and they knew
But
cult
to me,
leader-
like, where it lost me was, like, it wasn't working as a wrestler. Like, it's like we joke about, like, the bell rung. His matches just sucked.
hey, all I gotta tell you is this: do the Muscle Man dance.
Stupid. See, here's the thing, right? When it comes to the whole Fiend gimmick, especially when he first had appeared with the whole gimmick on SummerSlam, it was definitely refreshing. It's like what this dude, TKO said, and what they fucked up with. Excuse me.
Yeah, right.
What they fucked up with is they had him on Raw like every week after that shit. And it's like, no, y'all doing too much. And the third thing they fucked up with when it came to him is he needed a new finisher. You got him doing Sister Abigail still, like his I guess you could call him his alter ego, the Bray Wyatt character. And other than that, you got him doing the fucking mandible claw. No, he needed a devastating move to really set him apart from look. This is like I'm the final boss. This is my new finisher. I'm not doing a recycled finisher or the finisher from an alter ego. Because you already know finishers do take a part in getting the character over too.
Another thing.
Jay White did a better Sister Abigail than Bray Wyatt. That's it.
They should have had a Sister Abigail character with Bray because that would have been good. It's almost like with China and Triple H.
They were about to have a Sister
I've
Abigail
always thought
character,
that.
but
Thank you for
they-
bringing that, Black Star. I always thought that Jay hit the move better. When he hits it, it looks like he kills you. When Bray
Yeah.
hits it, it just looks like a
He does
tackle.
Jay White does it like so much force. It looks like it's going to be painful.
Yeah, Jay White does a better Sister Abigail than Bray.
Yeah, he does. I give it.
Honestly,
to him.
I think it's also the wrestlers that WWE. I don't think they wanted to sell Sister Abigail because they ain't trying to get smashed in the face. So AEW really don't give a shit. They'll do anything to.
Also
make it look
too, the way that Jay White does the move, he literally just hits it out of nowhere, like how Randy Orton hits the RKO. Whereas when Bray hits the move, he would do that thing where he would hold you in place for a bit, kiss your forehead.
He would do a whole spider walk before he does.
He should rename it. He should rename that move to like Up in Smoke as a thing to Cheech and Chong because I know he likes to get lit.
Let me read these comments real quick. And for everybody in there that's in the comments section, we not forgetting about you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'll post you guys comments. But for the ones that's out there, maybe you at work listening on your earbuds or whatever the case may be, I'll read some comments.
Who's Pretty
Ballet
Deadly?
said, Pretty Deadly wearing a cut-off top with an extremely hairy chest. Now that's scary. Indeed.
Prince Albert. Shit.
And Virgo Bay said Cena buried more bodies than the Undertaker.
Oh, exactly. He's the original Undertaker, Cena.
The biggest bury job, and it was a simultaneous bury job, was what he did to Nexus. That was a fucking work of art.
Exactly. And then later on, you know what? They
see what he did to the leader? Like he buried Wade Barrett underneath a whole bunch of.
For me, what would be a perfect moment? To me, what would be a perfect moment? And they could actually do this. That's the crazy part. The best angle. If WWE really wanted to do something, because I know they have their audience, they're doing good numbers, they're doing live events, but like the best angle they could do to really bring back like those jaded fans is like, say for instance, next year, say they're going to put Cena in the Hall of Fame. I'm just spitballing, right? Say they're going to put John Cena Hall of Fame and they do something different where Cena's like, okay, I'm going to do my speech on Smackdown, right? Or Raw, whatever. Basically, have him show up. And you remember that emotional speech Mark Henry did where he thought he was going to retire, but then
that was the greatest fake retirement of all time.
Right. Have it be like that. Have it be like a fake retirement speech where Cena's like crying and talking about his career, and you got like Michael Cole and Corey Graves and all there, and then right when he's getting ready to retire, Wade Barrett just shakes his hand and just fucking gives him the bullhammer right in the fucking face. Have Wade Barrett just lay his ass out.
Honestly, I think they must have pissed Vince McMahon off for them to get buried like that. They must have did something so egregious that Vince said, "Fuck this."
No, bro, it was just Cena. He buried him. That's all it was.
What Mark Henry literally did to Cena was a fucking work of art.
Oh, we're talking about scary people. Before,
because I had the epiphany that I had discussed in the group chat. Let me take a pull of this Tropicana cherries real quick. Give me a second.
Ooh, some cherries.
All right, now look, right? Because I was talking to the fellas in the group chat. Now you see how this dude Cena is endorsing LA Knight, right?
Right.
And if these dudes are gonna fight at Crown Jewel, LA Knight, and Roman, that would be the perfect opportunity for Cena to turn heel.
Cena's not gonna turn
I would
heel.
I would do that. Hey, look,
turn heel.
On
man,
night.
look. Hey, we could all. Hey, when you know, when it comes to WWE, you could never say never. Shit has happened where you will be like, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Especially supposedly, isn't this dude Triple H in charge now? When it comes to creative,
he turned heel on Cody. That would mean a lot.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna explain why.
Okay.
Have this dude LA Knight about to pin this dude Roman Reigns with a strap, and then out of nowhere you just see Cena come through and pull him off the pin, and catch him with the FU or whatever the case may be.
Well, I have a problem with that.
Instant heel heat, heel heat, and you know how much motherfuckers will hate Cena when it comes to that shit.
They already.
Art.
I got.
I'm
No.
sorry, but Saudi Arabia don't deserve that. Give it to the Royal Rumble. They don't
You
deserve
know what?
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you're
Yeah.
right
You
about
got a,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
He's right about that.
You got a point with that one. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
the
he
problem
is.
with your
I
idea,
basically
Stan,
said
man.
Scott
The
basically
problem
said
with your
fuck
idea
Saudis.
is they just did that in his last defense. That's the problem. We already got that with Jimmy.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind that happening as long as Corey Graves does like a Heenan and says, "What I've been telling you for all these years." What I've been-
Yo.
And you are right. You definitely right when you say that shit, Scott. But damn, this shit is fucking hitting.
I'm sorry.
And
Why
chronic.
we gotta give the shock value to a
You
bunch
right,
of
you right.
Saudis that don't even really give a shit about wrestling? They only doing
Yeah,
it so they can
realistic-
fucking boost their rich ego and post on Instagram.
He
But
right
I
about
think
that.
me
These is the
personally,
same crowd. This is the same crowd that thinks Goldberg versus The Undertaker was their greatest match. Like, come
Say
on
what?
now.
like me. And here's the thing. Me personally, I think that they just going with Cena. They're going with Cena versus Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. You know, remember in Crown Jewel, they always didn't the greatest Royal Rumble happen at Crown Jewel?
Titus
Everything
World
happens.
Live?
Everything
Right.
happens at Saudi
All right.
Arabia.
Now, the reason why I bring that up is that you see these motherfuckers is constantly like TKO said. They constantly talking about Cena being the greatest of all time, Cena being the greatest of all time. They keep hammering that shit into our fucking skulls. And now you see this dude Roman Reigns show up tonight, and he addressed that shit, saying like, "How you the greatest of all time? You showed up when I left," and you know, basically he addressed it. I think that's where they may be going with it. Yeah, he attacked LA Knight tonight at the end of the show, but that's the feeler. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get that reaction that they want. Like, I guess you could say LA Knight could be the conquering hero at the end of the day. And that could also fuel Cena to turn heel because have Cena lose at Crown Jewel to Roman Reigns clean. And remember, this is supposedly supposed to be like what his record breaking title win 17.
Sandman, I'm gonna
Nah,
tell you
bro,
why that's not.
you're
I'm gonna
fantasy
tell you
booking.
why
None
that's
of this
not
shit's
gonna
happening,
happen.
dude. He's gone.
Check this out. Even if
Isn't
they
he
was,
leaving?
even if they was to pull the trigger to give John Cena his 17th world title, Saudi Arabia don't deserve any of them fucking matches. You either save that for
You guys
WrestleMania
are
or you do
are
it somewhere
fantasy
else.
booking.
That's what I'm
Cena's
saying.
gone.
Like they will do Crown Jewel. I can see them doing Crown Jewel, and I can see them doing Reigns and Cena at Crown Jewel. I can see
they
that.
don't. They don't
You know-
deserve
you
Reigns
know what I-
in
what I
Because
think
we already got
Cena's
that
not
match.
doing
How many
any
times
of
we
that,
got
bro.
that match in the States? We already got that
It's
match like
not
what,
gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you this now. Even if you get Reigns versus Cena in Saudi, Cena's
They
still
don't
not gonna
deserve
turn heel. You know why? Because
no. Wait. Maybe I said it wrong. Excuse me. I'm not saying he'll turn heel there. I'm talking about that'll basically have that catalyst. Like he's starting to get frustrated because that could have
You
been the
want him to-
17th title.
I'm telling you,
You want him to
it's
turn
not
heel
gonna
at-
happen at all. It's
You want
not.
him to turn heel in Boston? Or not Boston, but Chicago?
Yeah.
It's not gonna
Bro,
happen at
he's
all.
not going to be here. I don't know
He's
how
leaving, isn't he?
What are
Isn't
you
he
guys
leaving?
talking about? He's
It's
not going to
never
be here
gonna
any
turn
longer.
here.
He's gone.
He's
He's
going,
just
yeah.
there until the strike is over.
Exactly.
Once
Once
we get
that
to
Hollywood
November, he's
strike is
gone.
over, Cena is out.
Yeah, you're digging way too deep into this. He's
It
not
will
gonna
That's
never
okay,
come
I get
out
it.
of
You
it.
really think? And plus, there's talk about Cena fighting solo down the line, one on one. So
And
Right.
here's
Most
the thing.
likely at Mania.
Cena,
For what?
Cena became
Why?
Cena
For
became
Umaga,
such a
that's why. Remember, because he
Cena-
fought Umaga.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Cena
God.
became such a role model. He will
Manga.
never break a kid's heart. No, it ain't happening.
Yeah, all this is, bro. Like
Jesus.
I appreciate the fantasy booking. All this is, it's just a strike. That's it. The
Yeah.
strike. He's just
I don't even
there.
want to see Cena wrestle a solo cup. Fuck this.
Right.
Solo.
He's just there to do dates, and then
That
after
was
his
so
dates are
funny.
fulfilled, he's gonna go back to filming. That's it.
I'm
And
not.
the
I'm
reason
not
why
even.
he's doing the
I'm
stuff
not
with
even
LA
gonna
Knight.
lie.
The reason why he's doing the stuff at LA Knight is because they even though I'm not a fan of them, I don't got to be a fan to admit they dropped the ball. The shit they did with Theory wasn't it, because he worked with Theory and their idea on paper was that they thought that Theory beating Cena would elevate him, and it flopped.
Then they realized Theory sucked.
Right.
And
So
if
this is a
you-
make do.
Not
if you go
Theory,
back
though.
and-
That's the thing. Oh my goodness. Theory does not. It's how he's booked. They don't know what to do with this man.
He
Art.
sucks. He's a
Nice.
good worker, but
He's
there's
with
nothing else there.
Grayson
You
Waller.
can't just put like this. Is what they do. Like for the most part, this is what they do with Austin Theory. They'll just have him in the same storyline as a top star and think automatically he's supposed to get the rub. It don't work like that.
No,
It doesn't
what
matter.
it is
I
he
quit.
just doesn't have. He doesn't have
I quit
that
on Austin
character.
Theory. I realize he fucking sucks.
And Grayson
He
Waller
doesn't
is the
have the
corniest
character
wrestler
to
I've ever
make you
seen.
give a shit. He doesn't have a character that's hateable enough for you to want to see him get his ass kicked.
He looks
And
like a
doesn't
high
have
school
character.
cheerleader stalker fucking guy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, you know what? That might. Yo, you know what? That might work. Give him.
Oh,
remember this dude.
Usually-
This dude gimmick from when he was in TNA. What's my dude name? Dexter Loomis.
Yeah.
Give Austin Theory that gimmick.
Where
There
the
he
fuck
goes.
is
To be a
Oh,
crazy
dude,
Where is
story.
he? Where is Dexter?
I don't know.
He in Hollywood. He doing
How-
he doing this show. Was it? I think he's like a fireman.
You should put like
Yeah.
a
You
serial
know,
killer. Get that look.
that's a good transition. Would you consider his gimmick failed?
No, I don't think it's a failed gimmick, honestly. I just don't think WWE truly knows what to do with it because he managed to get himself over without even talking, which is hard to do in this business.
Who?
Right.
Who?
Yo, real quick, do you
Dexter
want to
Loomis.
minute?
Oh.
Dexter Loomis, he got over.
Dr. Loomis.
Well,
Yo, Sam,
if
do you
you
want me to go sports
date
minute
Indy
or-
Hartwell, that's how you get over.
We'll get to sports, but we cooking right now with this. We'll get to
No,
sports.
no. Like I'm just asking.
Dude, I love Loomis in Halloween.
Like I don't mean to break up.
God, I'm 6 times.
break the flow.
Yeah, now Austin Theory. Now, when it comes to the this dude,
Yeah,
what's
that
his
worked.
dude name? Grayson Waller. I never seen the appeal of Grayson Waller.
It's
That
trash.
nigga is trash.
I like how much
Trash.
how much of an absolute asshole he is.
The reason why he's getting a push is and I've said this before. It's funny because you mentioned this on social media and people they want to feel some kind of way. It is a thing. He's getting pushed because he's an Aussie. WWE is really trying to get in with the
Yo,
Aussie
Australian
audience.
Yeah, they got a show in Australia soon.
Yeah, they're
Well,
really
yeah.
trying to push more Australian talents because they already got their feet in the UK, and they're trying to get their feet in Mexico. So right now they're really pushing hard to get more of a reach in the Australian
I think
market.
isn't it the
You know what?
Elimination Chamber? I think it's in Australia.
Yeah, it's
right?
going to be there. It's going to be
Yeah,
there. I guarantee you that he'll be in some big match.
Oh,
Probably
that's
like
I
a
just
UFC
hope that
match or something.
Rio's
I
gonna
just
be
hope that
a-
I just hope that they change their. I just hope that they don't listen to the announcers and give them that tag team name.
Right.
The
And
elimination
sometimes,
Was
like,
it
and
A-Town
sometimes,
Down
like,
Under?
fans-
Is that
Yeah.
the name? A-Town
Yeah.
Down Under?
I think what it is like some fans don't want to hear. Some fans don't want to hear. They don't want to hear racial politics. It's like, dude, like
They're on the
politics
milk
isn't
carton.
everything. Like
How do
that lead
we-
chick.
Yo, what the fuck, son?
Like
Yeah,
They might as
that
well
Zion-
come out-
that Zion
they
Leach
might
chick,
as well
the only
come
reason
out
she
like
got
Bree
hired is
Bangle or
'cause
some
she's
shit.
Chinese.
The elimination chamber is about to be our earliest watch through of all time.
Yeah.
Can we ask this question? What the hell is Australians? Are they white people? Are they just Australian?
Man, look, we spoke enough about race when it came to this show already. We ain't going there.
A lot
No,
of
I'm
them
just
came
trying to
from
figure out.
England. A lot of them came from
They're
England.
just Australian, bro. They could be
England.
anywhere. They could be any
Back in
color.
the day.
scheme.
Okay.
Yeah, like our racial talk quota has passed by the opening of this
New,
show.
New Zealand.
Right.
And for the record, Scott, I'm gonna just tell you this: Australia is just Australia. They could be any skin color.
Okay, fair
Like,
enough.
yeah, like there's a lot of Nigerians in Australia. I know that. My cousin.
I heard about when I was on Off the Cuff Radio, we had spoke to Easy E's son, and he was talking about Australia, and because he had a show out there, he said like the kangaroos is gangster as fuck.
Yeah, you know that
Yeah.
that's just a place I don't want to visit because I ain't trying to be on a flight for 28 hours.
Hell
Crazy.
no!
You
Not
know
at
what's
all.
crazy about Australia, guys? This is gonna be some conspiracy theory shit. Right
Especially
before I
in
know
spider
so
season.
much shit has happened in the real world. Right before the COVID lockdown, they were having some really bad fires over there in like late 2019, early 2020. I don't know if you guys remember. So because of the fires they had over there, they were already wearing masks. The mask mandates were already there because that's how bad it was. So it's just imagine that, like, you go to the store and you wear a mask because of the fire, just to be told, "Oh, there's a pandemic. Keep wearing your mask." Like,
Right.
I always thought the timing of that was like
let's
really
keep it real.
suspect.
The pandemic didn't even reach to Australia. The main people that got hit was Europe, Africa, and New York.
I remember when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and the Niners had the lead in that Super Bowl. Things would have been a hell of a lot worse if the Niners won that game.
Hell, yo. Because remember, around that time, I think was we just I think we was just getting off the lockdown a little bit.
No, that goes right before the lockdown.
Right, it was right before, right?
Yeah,
right
it
before
was
the
a couple of weeks
lockdown, and
before
then
the
we
lockdown
got
started.
locked down.
It was one right before the lockdown. I'm telling you, it was one when we was locked down. No, it was after the lockdown. Because
Kansas City and Tampa when they got stomped by old ass Tom Brady.
Yo, that shit, yo. I'm talking about the Super Bowl before that, the first time in a long time since they won the motherfucking championship. Yo, it was lit.
Oh, Florida said, "Fuck this! I'm not wearing no mask. We showing up. Fuck out of here."
That shit was super duper lit.
They
Like
were
the
rebels
Chiefs and
on
Niners,
that
that Super Bowl, if the Niners won that Super Bowl, everybody would have died in California. No, I'm dead serious.
I'm not surprised. Raiders
Like,
fans
motherfuckers would have died.
Raiders fans had a riot just because their team lost the Super Bowl. Imagine if they would have won.
Oh my god.
They'd have done the same shit the Eagles did when they won. They tore up their
Eagles,
city.
that entire
Like,
city that entire city need to go to prison.
Like the first
Just put them all in one prison, one cell, like the whole state.
the very first COVID diagnosis was in San Francisco, so everybody would have got it that day.
That's the stupidest. That's the stupidest thing. When a team wins a championship, you burn the city and riot, and they lose. They do the same thing. If you're a cop, you're like, "Oh, we're working extra hard tonight, no matter what."
And they say wrestling fans are bad.
Check this out. Check this out. If the
last time, I seen motherfuckers burn cars when their favorite team lost. I didn't see a motherfucker burn one car if The Rock lost.
Yeah. Here's the difference between wrestling fans and sports fans. Sports fans are crazy when it comes to winning and losing, like the shit y'all been talking about. The thing that wrestling fans do, and I hate to say it, it's just a wrestling thing because you don't see it in sports.
Xia Li was on Raw, Ballet Dancer.
Like wrestling fans, they get into disagreements on social medias. I'll give an example.
Oh my god!
Sandman can say that he thinks Stone Cold's the GOAT, and I can say Brett is the GOAT. What I've noticed about sports fans, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, when sports fans debate, they debate facts. They use like legitimate statistics to prove why they're right in the argument. But
like
if we're wrestling fans,
not all of them is like that, Tove. Not all of them is like
on
that.
social media, it's that way.
On social media,
it's that way for sure.
Social media, they already having an argument right now about WWE fans. WWE is only using washed up superstars to get over ratings. And then someone just said, "Bruh, AEW just did that. Fuck you, you fucking pogue. I kick your ass." You
Right.
don't know
Wrestling fans will just block you for like the most insignificant little. Like I've seen people like go. I've seen like heated debates. Like I'm just speaking from a cow's perspective. I've seen heated debates of people going back and forth on LeBron being better than Michael being better than LeBron. But no matter how heated it got, it always ended in a agree to disagree. All right, bro, you keep it moving, I'll keep it moving. But wrestling fans, like online,
they want to fight,
media,
bro. I never understood that too. Like, bro, like I never understood that. Like, why you get into you want to fight me over a disagreement? Like, we're not gonna like the same people. Like, for example, like I like Bray Wyatt. Like, I like Bray Wyatt. I know Tope doesn't. I'm not gonna want to fight him just because he doesn't
Yes.
like it.
Right,
Fight
exactly.
him.
Dude, fucking Kevin Nash blocked me on Twitter because I said, "Would you pull your quad when Letterman retired?" I mean, he blocked me.
Yeah, we all beefed with these fucking retards. Like you already know the infamous shit with me and MVP. Motherfucker,
You want to hear what's worse? You want to hear the worst fans, or at least from my experience, the Charlotte Flair fans.
Oh, good lord.
I didn't know
They
she
are
had fans.
terrible, bro.
I didn't
You
know
got
she had
Yo, you
fans.
see the tease? Did y'all see the tease earlier tonight?
Yeah.
Jade Cargill.
I
and
haven't
Charlotte
watched it yet.
Flair.
SmackDown barely started on my time zone. So,
Oh my god, man, you like
I be
what,
forgetting
6
where
hours
you live.
behind?
That's crazy.
3 hours.
3 hours behind. 3 hours behind the East Coast.
I said 6 hours. You know I'm being petty.
So they made
I
Jade
know.
Cargill show up on TV without a proper
weird.
introduction.
Why are you ruining this?
Yeah, yo.
Like, you know what? Fuck it. Just say it.
What they doing with Jay Cargill though? I'm not gonna lie. I like how they build an interest. I really hope they know that she knows what she's doing. Or vice versa, because
I hope they know that Jade Cargill absolutely needs to get over.
I'm that girl.
She's already over. She's already over.
She needs to beat Charlotte Flair when that match happens.
Yo, TKO.
And this is the thing right here. Check it out. Like, I know she's already over as is. The thing is she can't look like a complete doof. So they gotta try to hide that weakness when it comes to her. Like, not when it comes to her being in the match. You know, they're not gonna put her in the match until like next year. But when it comes to her, I guess catching the chick with a choke slam for the first time, or her running the ropes for the first time. Because remember, she looks like a fucking goof when she runs off the ropes. Gotta remember that shit too.
Because she's so fucking tall. It's not her fault.
You know what I mean? So they gotta make sure all that shit is polished.
Raquel Rodriguez, but she runs the rope better.
But you know what?
She's like 5'10", isn't she? She's 5'10", around there, right?
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
Well, I tell you one thing,
is the tallest one.
WWE sure know how to make someone look like a bigger star because goddamn, since she showed up on TV, she looks 12 times better looking than how she did in AEW.
He's right though. I'm not gonna lie, he's right.
That's because of their camera angles. You know why, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the things that WWE does is so fucking stupid. As a matter of fact, Sandman, you shared the photo years ago before we were friends on Facebook. You may remember this photo. What was the dude's name? He's a commentator in Impact now. White dude.
Josh Matthews.
Oh, Matt Striker? Matt Striker. He's an MLW.
Tom Phillips.
There's a dude.
Josh Matthews.
What's my wait? Hold on. Stop. Damn. What's my dude? He used to say Rusev.
The dude from Von Villa. The dude from Von Villains. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is this dude name?
I think his name is.
I forgot his name.
Matthew.
Whatever the dude's name was, you posted this.
Because you had hold on, fuck that. Nah, damn, I hate that. Because I gotta know the dude's name now. I'm mad.
Aiden English.
Aiden English. Okay. Let's go.
To finish about Sandman, you posted this photo on the round table years ago. This was a minute ago, before we were friends. It was when Jericho was doing the list thing. You know, when the list was really over. Him and Owens were doing the best friend thing, right? There was a photo backstage where that dude was interviewing Owens and Jericho, but then the photo leaked and it showed like the Aiden English guy. He had his legs spread out to make himself shorter because when you're standing and you split your legs,
he trying to get them cheeks.
Right. It decreases the height. So they did that. They did that because one of Vince McMahon's things is that Vince McMahon does not want interviewers
taller than the wrestlers.
Taller than the wrestlers. So Vince when they film stuff in WWE, they film it in a certain way to make certain people appear taller or bigger than they actually are. So if
Well, here's
Jade
the thing.
Cargill appears to be taller now, that's why. It's because of the positioning of how they
I don't
film it.
even care
Well,
about
her being
taller.
5'10",
I'm
you know what I
talking
mean?
about the
Like,
budget they're spending on her. Her outfits are insane. Like, yo, her outfits are to the point that you might not want your little 12-year-old, 13-year-old son coming to see Jade Cargill because he's gonna be
Man,
beating
she
his
about
meat
to
off to
make
her.
Charlotte
He be
Flair.
coming all right. He be
I'm
coming.
telling you, that budget,
wow.
whatever that budget
Man.
is, her outfits
Scott.
have
Yo,
gotten
Scott,
more
real quick.
spicier.
Yo, Scott, real quick though.
Yep.
And like I'm not gonna hold you, but dude, I'm 3 hours behind. SmackDown barely started for me. It's
Well, I ain't talking
8:19.
about
You already
SmackDown.
ruined the fucking
I'm
show.
just talking
Where
about how
do you live,
in
Black
general.
Star? I know you said it before. Where do you live, bro?
California.
California.
He's in the West Coast.
Okay.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
I'm so
he's
far
in
behind. Razor
Canada.
Ramon just fought the 1-2-3 kid. That's how far I'm
All
behind.
right, man. I guess we won't.
Hey, Hitman.
I guess we won't.
Well, yo,
talk about
Nate, say it,
yeah,
Nate. Hey,
wow.
Hitman.
Yo, Hitman.
Hitman. Hitman.
But
Hitman.
if you tracking something, I knew this bullshit was gonna happen. Freaking Bobby Lashley talking about I might recruit Jade Cargill. Nah, man, let her be on her own because that's
But
gonna.
you gotta stir the pot, though, my dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody,
stir the
like,
pot. What?
come on, man.
What have
really
I wouldn't mind that.
have
Put her
Montez
in-
Ford leave Bianca Belair for Jade
Put her in a
Cargill?
group.
It's all
She
about
ain't
stirring the
really
pot, though.
doing
You
Bobby
know, like
Lashley.
that's part of him trying to get his, you know what I mean, his crew over. Like, you gotta keep them in the, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
I put her
She
in a
ain't
group.
really
I
gonna
get
join
that,
Bobby
discussion.
Lashley.
but
Just like
I spoke
Carmelo
about
Hayes
this.
ain't joining last.
Do you really want to put Jade in an angle where she's trying to steal Bianca's man?
You're not listening. You're not listening, though. I'm not saying that she should join him. I'm just saying that you can have Bobby Lashley talk about that shit. Like, he's trying to recruit her. Like, it makes sense.
Exactly.
And then not only
It's just
that,
stirring the pot, bro. Jade Cargill ain't joining Lashley.
right? Exactly. Damn.
I just hope not.
So quick to bash all the damn time.
Just like Carmelo Hayes ain't joining Lashley. Come on now.
I know, but I just
already
get
a
tired.
face.
I'm just getting tired of every black wrestler got to join a black group. Like,
No, I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. I really do.
Mhm.
I feel you on that shit.
Bianca's gonna be a face for the rest of time, so you don't need to worry about that. And the fourth person's already been revealed.
Well, you're gonna keep getting that, Scott, because we talked about before. It's because they don't got no black writers, bro. That's just how they see us. You know what I'm saying?
The fourth person's already been revealed, and that fourth person is Odyssey Jones.
I thought they released him.
No,
I'm telling you, people keep talking about that shit, TKO. I
really thought he was one
he
of
was the
those
first one that
released.
Yeah, you was the first one that told me that. You was the first one that told me that he had got released. I was like, but people keep talking about this shit. About him.
I don't got an
doing
issue.
it.
I don't got an issue with black wrestlers being with black
I gotta
wrestlers.
look
But
this shit
to
up
your
now.
point, I think it's just a WWE issue because they don't have any. They have white
What was
writers. They don't know how to write for us. So
What was that guy's name? What was
they
that
got the New Day together for years. So
Jones.
yeah.
Ain't Jones ain't that the gay wrestler in
No.
NXT? That
No,
got
he's like a mixture of I guess you could say Apollo Crews and Mark Henry.
What's his name? Odyssey Jones?
Odyssey Jones.
What the hell kind of name is that from like 10,000 League Under the Sea? What the fuck?
And just call him OJ. Just call him OJ.
OJ.
Honestly, whoever came up with that name was playing Battle of Olympics on Nintendo NES.
Holy shit.
Check it. Before he does his finisher move, he puts on a glove.
Dude, I was walking last week in the road and I saw a black glove on the ground. I said, hey, I found it. OJ's other glove. I found it.
Oh my god.
All right. So can
bury
we
him
talk about
already.
the dumbest shit in the world? Why the fuck did they bring Atlas to be a general manager?
Oh, yeah.
Aldis.
Damn, look at this dude. You can't even rant properly, yo. Like you just want to rant just to rant.
No,
Act
you know I
like-
don't know these. You know I don't know these names, but honest,
What's
okay.
next
You
week?
go,
Oh my! You know what? Go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Next week, Zeus is coming
I'm-
back. Zeus, but he's
I
dead.
be fucking up. I be fucking up with the names, but I just don't understand the general manager part with him.
There's a plan in place with him. There has to
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
understand. This is the first time we talked about it here. I don't understand why they continue to persist like this brand shit's still a thing. Owens is on SmackDown. Who gives a fuck? Everyone shows up on every show every week.
Oh my god! Don't get me. Please don't fucking get me started.
When he's done Rey Mysterio, that was pretty funny.
Dominic Mysterio just showed up on SmackDown for no
And
random
also, for the
reason.
sake of argument, let's just pretend that the brands do exist. Why would Owens go to what the fuck is he supposed to do on SmackDown that he can't do on Raw?
And then this nigga is beefing with Judgment Day still. How you go to a different fucking brand and you still beefing with fucking Judgment?
Why was Dominic even on
Damn,
SmackDown? He
you
just
really hate
just to
the
get a
Judgment
stunner.
Day.
Oh my god, this is fucking stupid. It's stupid.
I thought he stunned
Don't
Rey.
you understand?
He didn't stun Rey, he stunned Dominic.
Or
And everybody's sharing. Kevin Owens is on SmackDown.
That's the main
Oh
thing
my
right
God.
there. Like, if Triple H
Oh
being
my
serious, if Triple H is really in charge, that's the number one thing without a doubt. Like, product aside, like, we all know wrestling is fixed and predetermined. But for the sake of argument, like, you got to change the lore of this fucking company. Like, either you kill this brand shit forever, or you fucking make it real and you make the rules legit.
Right. It's common sense. And then what we're gonna do now? War Games come. You're gonna have Kevin Owens going against Judgment Day in War Games again.
So,
No, but TKO.
you know
but
why the
TKO,
brand
real
thing
quick.
worked? Yes,
Yeah.
worked back in the day. So there was a competition where Raw, the guys that was on Raw, was really trying to outdo the guys on SmackDown. And I think Undertaker started it in SmackDown. He's like, look, we're going to be the best show and we're going to put on the best product. So it got to the point where Raw and SmackDown was really trying to compete with each other. These guys don't give a shit in today's era. They play
you got a
games
point.
with each other.
You got a
That's because
point.
at the time they were actually competing with Raw because Raw always got the most time and SmackDown was just a good show,
Back
but it
then-
was just there.
Back
No,
then,
no,
you
I know what
had-
Scott is talking about. Scott is talking about
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
really had it on screen.
Yeah.
Like they
They
really
was
was.
It goes further than that.
Exactly.
Back then, when they first introduced the brand split, back then it was so hot that you legit actually did have fans who would just follow one show and wouldn't watch the other show. Like, there were people who watched Raw and didn't like SmackDown, and then you had people that watched
also-
SmackDown
And they would
watch
stay
Raw.
on that designated show at all times.
It really became a rival.
Right.
And
The
also,
only
like,
ones that were, the only one, remember, it was a time. The only one that would go back and forth to Raw SmackDown was the Undisputed Champion. He was the only one that was able to go to Raw and SmackDown because you know what I mean?
And then
Nobody else, even the tag team champions, the women champions, they couldn't move. They had to stay on that designated brand.
The only time
and then
wrestlers
Brock
would go
said he was
would go
exclusive
back
to
and forth is
SmackDown.
during Mania. Like there'll always be in a Mania match a cross promotion match.
Oh yeah, so the thing was when it was the Cross Mania promotion match, the winner of the Royal Rumble got to pick which champion he wanted to face. And that was pretty cool because you saw what Chris Benoit did. He went right after
Triple H.
right after Triple H, and he was a SmackDown superstar. And it was just fun because it was like, yo, and they already had it lined up. They was like, oh, if this is gonna happen, we got John Cena ready to take the WWE Championship. And I think that was with the Batista thing.
It's different now because fans watch.
It's very different.
Most fans now watch both shows. They don't have any loyalty to a brand, and why should they? Because both
they don't have
shows
allegiance.
are mostly the same. Both
Because
shows
anybody
look the
could
same.
show up.
They're both the same. The feelings the same. The vibes the same. It all looks the same. There's no stuff that makes each brand unique. Even NXT, because whatever, because I've gotten into arguments all week about NXT this week. You know, like it's good for them that their
Oh, God,
numbers are
me
going up.
too.
But for me, the reason why I don't like 2.0 or whatever the fuck NXT is because when you look at NXT now, visually, it looks just like Raw and SmackDown. I like Black and Gold because it looked different. It was a different vibe. I like it when you have a wrestling show that feels like it's from a different company when it's from the same company. But some people don't like that. They want everything to look the same.
Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes.
And that's the problem. And that's the
No,
problem for me.
but TKO, real quick. Strike one with Jade Cargill already started. Did you see her
Yeah.
catchphrase?
No, what is it?
I'm that girl.
Oh yeah, I'm that girl.
Yeah, that's not
Like
going to work at
Madonna?
all.
Strike one
Who's
already
that
happened.
girl?
What?
And
Yeah, you're right.
why should you gotta do something different? Why did see?
Well,
They're
well,
already
this is
off.
what I was
See,
telling
look,
you guys
they're
about.
already off. They're already off to a wrong start when it comes to AEW stars coming to WWE. Like AEW already started doing that shit. Y'all don't do the same fucking mistake.
This
You
is
know how
why I
motherfuckers,
laugh.
you know, like
This
how
is why-
WWE dudes went to AEW and they still like the same person, no revamp, no nothing, still the same person, still the same storyline. Y'all don't do the same thing. You know what I mean? AEW motherfuckers going to WWE. Switch the shit up any way you can.
Bro, this is why I laugh every time fans say they want MJF to go to WWE. I'm like, are you
I just
fucking
want,
stupid?
I just want for once, Jade Cargill just go up to the mic and just like, give me the fucking mic.
Right?
She definitely can't do that.
That was
They'll find her $1 million.
Right.
You're black.
It's going to be a watered down version of whoever you were. Some people can make it work, and some people can't make it work. Like Kevin Owens is a watered down version of Kevin Steen. He makes it work, but not everybody gonna make it work. Like Jake, because honestly, my favorite part about Jade Cargill was every time she was interviewed by Tony, she would always
said,
be like,
"Cut
"Cut
the
the shit,
shit."
cut the
That's
shit." Like, you're not
hilarious.
gonna get that in WWE. What are you gonna get? Cut the stuff? That's not gonna work, right? She can't. Right? Exactly, ballet dancer. You're not gonna hear her say, "I'm that bitch." Like, you know.
But she can say something else though. There's a lot of catchphrases that she can say with 3 words.
That shit multiple, which is ridiculous because Ronda Rousey got away with saying that shit all the time.
Right.
Look at her skin. Look at her skin
One
color.
more thing about
They're
Jade
not gonna
Cargill. A
judge
lot of people
her.
haven't mentioned this about Jade.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey's way. I said it.
One more thing about Jade too, and again, she'll be fine because she looks like a star. But the one other thing I want to mention about her is that I don't think she needs a manager or a mouthpiece. But I thought that smart Mark Sterling and AEW was a great. It was great for her visual presentation because when you have like an advocate speaking for you, it makes you seem even bigger. So I don't think she needs a mouthpiece, but the smart Mark stuff definitely added to the presentation.
I honestly,
speaking of,
think
let's
she
not
might
keep
end
it
up with
going.
MVP.
Hold on, Scott. But speaking of, you notice Triple H is endorsing for her a lot as of late. Like, you know, he really, you notice like Triple H is really, you know, I'm not saying he want to have sex with her. Let's get that out the way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he got real high hopes for her.
Because you invested so much money into her, that's why.
No, he knows, bro. He knows. Like
to
we
fuck.
talked about this. We talked about this shit, bro. He knows. That's the one weakness of Triple H. You know, as much as I like Black and Gold, when NXT was hot, when it was popping, you wasn't seeing black folks like that. You weren't. It was all about grunge and rock and new metal and shit. You know, so he's trying to make do, and he's trying to get that black demographic. I ain't hating him for that.
Not even that. Did you guys also think about you do realize Triple H was there for the tryouts when Jay first started, what, like 5 years ago? So he definitely said, look, we want you, but you're not ready yet. But if you come and you polish yourself, we will make you a deal that you can't refuse. And I guess that was Jay's motivation. I think Jay always was going to leave AEW. Because she did start off. She trained at the same time Bianca Belair was training, and she just didn't make the cut. But
she wasn't ready at the time. But the fact is, AEW made her a big deal. So even if she
that's a real thing too, because a lot of wrestling fans think it's a wrestling thing. Like, no, that's a real thing. You can apply for a job like 5-6 times. They don't take you. then you go somewhere else, make a name for yourself, and that job that wouldn't give you the time of day all of a sudden starts calling you up like, oh, we would love to have you. Like that's what it takes sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta get hot somewhere else and polish yourself and establish yourself, and then you'll get the call to go to a bigger spot. That's
why MJF did that shoot. That's why MJF did that shoot.
If Swerve Strickland ever becomes like a top guy in AEW or like
he
top 3 guy, if that ever happens, I'm just saying, if it happens, I guarantee you WWE will start calling him because they were never pushing him on that level either. You know.
If I'm
looking for the future too. She's looking to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that shit. I won't be surprised if WWE just want to bring Swerve back right after they fired
the top dollar.
They got rid of Hit Row. Now let's bring Swerve back. Come on, Swerve.
Now he would have to be a top guy first. He would have to win the title or like be at that level because look at guys like Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, EC3, LA Knight. You know, those guys had to be top guys elsewhere for WWE to even be like, all right, we'll give them another look. We'll give them another look. That's just how they are.
You might have a point, yeah.
I'm afraid
they saw top dollar the other day at the casino panhandling. So.
Yeah, I seen them too. The dude was picking up cigarette butts.
I'm afraid there's no chance with them because for some reason TK sure doesn't push his black wrestlers to the moon. Shit, we're still waiting on Powerhouse Hobbs. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Powerhouse Hobbs.
Just beat the hell out of
Chris. I thought you'd be happy, man. He squashed Jericho. I thought you'd be happy.
Oh, please. Where's this leading to? Like, and let's really be real. Like, Jericho, how much times he done, looked at the lights to try to put talent over? That shit ain't a fucking special feat.
Swerve.
Here's the thing. Jericho puts people over, but he'll get on a podcast and say, "Oh, I take good credit for getting him over." Jericho, shut your ass up. Just let them have a moment.
Yeah.
God damn.
Mashed potato man.
Yeah, he's still having the mashed potatoes in his boots.
And gravy.
Anyways, okay, wait a minute, guys. Hold up. So, just so we're all in agreement, we can all agree. Back to the original subject, that Kane is the best horror wrestler gimmick.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Speaking on that,
he's the best
we still got the rest of the month. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't gonna be the last time. I'm trying to do this shit monthly, not monthly. Excuse me. Every October.
Right.
Okay.
I will say this about Kane though. Kane had one of the best storylines and debuts in wrestling history.
Yeah. That's everything.
The story.
For those out there that's in the bushes and watching the upload, we spoke more about the Kane topic, when it comes to him being a character, whatever the case may be, on the first episode of Horror History Month. So make sure you check that shit out too, y'all.
The sad thing about
Triple H personally fucked him over.
No, honestly, I don't think that Triple H fucked him over. I feel bad for Kane. I feel bad for Kane because when he won the title, he had to win the title against Austin, who was by far the biggest fucking star. And I'm sorry, Steve could have just let Kane have his moment. Kane could have been a hell of a champion.
Okay, Scott, I understand that, but I fucked her brains out.
I don't want to go back to that road, man. Every time I think about fucking Triple H,
that almost destroyed both of their careers with that.
That's how you know Triple H was a company man. Because why would you even do some shit like that?
And remember, there was a funeral going on right next door.
Yeah,
there was a funeral going on right next door while they was doing that shit.
One of Vince's low moments. It can't get no lower.
You spit holy water in church. Come on, spit holy water.
Yeah, Shane was like, "Yo, what are you doing? You can't do that."
Man, that man mocked God in 2006. Man, ain't nothing.
Oh yeah, the mock God was the funniest shit.
You against God, against me, in the product of my semen, Shane McMahon.
That's a
And
good
Shane looked at him.
promo too.
Shane looked at him, what the fuck?
Joey
Vince-
Styles' 2 promo was great. That was a great one. Joey
The
Styles.
scariest
Yeah.
thing is the
It
shit
would've
that
been if
Vince
he really
McMahon
meant
pulled
it.
off. People gonna be
Yeah, I
talking
know,
about
yeah.
Vince McMahon for the next 60 years after his
And
death.
Nah, Vince McMahon is one of the greatest characters to ever be in WWF/WWE.
man,
He's
nothing
definitely
was
a goat
beneath.
when it comes to the character.
Man,
The funniest
man,
part about
nothing was
Vince,
beneath
That
him.
wasn't a character, Sandman. That wasn't a
It
character.
really was.
No, that wasn't a
It's
character. He
It's
became
a
himself.
character, and I'm sticking to it.
No,
The
you
funniest
gotta
part
thank
about
Bret.
Vince-
You gotta thank Bret Hart because Bret Hart turned Vince into Mr. McMahon. That's all it was.
The funniest part about Vince was the King always cheerleading for him.
No,
I mean, he
yeah,
wasn't trying to get
yeah.
fired 5 times like Jim Ross.
Like the King
I
Shit.
love
would
Jim Ross. He
cheerlead
didn't
for
give a
him better
damn.
than any other person.
Fucking
In
Jim Ross
human
got
history.
fired more than George Jetson. I mean, come
That's
on.
because Jim Ross didn't give a damn. He had no filter.
I'm telling you, the day Vince McMahon dies, it's gonna pop up on CNN, Fox News, ESPN's gonna have like a special one-day event for Vince. It's
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
doubt
be
The day that
insane.
Vince dies, Scott, WWHQ is blowing up with him. Okay.
Exactly.
Yo,
Dude,
dude got
Dunn
a
getting
motherfucking.
fired at the funeral, man. I'm waiting
He
for
got
that.
an internal time bomb.
What he
Bluetooth
did,
to his
He
heart.
got a death switch as soon as he dies. Everyone.
no.
because
They got a Bluetooth.
I'm
It's
being
like
serious.
Bluetooth
Dude.
connected. Like
I'm being serious.
so
That WWE HQ, you know, they got like layers and layers and layers of buildings that have
Yo.
all of Vince's dark secrets in
Yes.
them when he dies. And when
Yes.
he dies,
Since we're on-
you think he's gonna let that shit be exposed? No, the minute his heart stops tickling, that shit is blowing the fuck up.
Boom.
when
Yo,
he-
just imagine. He has a huge. How you got a whole museum? Maybe a couple, maybe 3 museums worth of dirt.
what he did to Jeff Jarrett alone was a work of fucking art.
I mean, everybody was happy what
He
happened to
fucking-
Jeff
The
Jarrett.
minute he dies, Shane's gonna go and fucking what's that shit called, Nate? Where you go into hiding? What's that shit?
Seclusion, like
Oh,
seclusion, witness protection plan.
Witness protection
Shane-
because he don't want to take over the company.
Yeah, Shane's gonna go in witness protection. Stephanie's gonna go in witness protection.
I'm
H is
telling
gonna
you,
fucking
like-
throw his-
Hey,
Triple H is
Dunn's
gonna
gonna
throw
go
his
in
hair
the
back.
hole.
No,
Dunn's
Stephanie
jumping into the coffin. He knows
Stephanie
it's
and
done.
Triple H is going to get a divorce. I guarantee it because they're going to be fighting for the company.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm-mm.
He probably got it in his will once Vince dies. It's going to be the Shane McMahon's family and wife and kids and fucking Triple H's wife and kids. Hell in the South.
I think Vince is the type of guy to remove Shane off his will. I just think.
Yo,
You don't want to abide by me.
I don't really. I don't really.
Speaking
I don't
of
really
Shane,
think
did you
Vince
guys
loves
see
his
his
son.
Did you guys see his son at a
Yeah.
show
What's up,
last week?
picture?
His son's a football boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how this goes, bro. We know how this goes. They play football, they tear their ACL or whatever,
God.
MCL, and next thing you know, this dude is gonna be a WWE champion by 2026. You heard
Looking
it
like
here
a whole goof. Like, my dude, just because, first off, your father sucked in the ring. Did he have
What are
great
you talking
moments?
about? Shane killed himself in the ring.
Nah, he had great moments.
Yeah, he had some good moments, yeah.
He had great moments. I'll say great. Shane McMahon has some, like, you could watch the moments that he had forever. And we could name them right now easily. But when it comes to him as an in-ring performer, that dude made Brooklyn Brawler look like Eddie Guerrero.
Dude, he did a fucking coast to coast with
hey,
the Vince.
show some
man.
respect to the Brooklyn Brawler. Come on now, don't do him like that.
Nah,
The
Look,
greatest
That
brawler
dude
of all
was
time.
trash.
I ain't gonna throw Shane under the bus like that. I respect Shane.
Yeah, that dude's fucked.
Of course,
That dude was fucking trash.
Shane,
No, I mean,
Shane,
He was Shane has way
Shane's
too many
funniest-
good matches to call him trash.
The last couple of years, I would agree. He
Shane's
sucked.
funniest
Bro,
was when he
What are
said
we doing there? Come on, don't do that. Don't
Dude
do
fucking no-sold a helicopter crash in the ocean. Come on. Fucking just got out of
that. That doesn't mean he knows how to fucking have a good match. What do you mean?
Shane's funniest
Wasn't
promo was when he said the Big
wasn't
Show.
Ric Flair in that helicopter almost killed his ass?
And
Yeah.
go ahead, Black Saw. Go
Oh
ahead.
shit, that Flair thing, holy shit, with the umbrella. I never heard about that. He almost died from fucking umbrella lightning strike. Flair.
Like Shane legit funniest promo was when he said the Big Show, when he said which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Two guys not electrocuted by Kane. Come on.
Man, the only thing we can't stand about
Yeah,
Kane is
that's
his
not a
stupid
match
punches.
though, Nate. That's a
No, I know,
segment.
but still, man, the guy sacrificed his
Oh,
body
yeah,
for
he-
energy.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. When it comes to the moments, he has some great moments.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
the time when
I
he chin
can't
music?
say that, bro.
Remember the
Now,
time when he chin music came in the Lake of
he had
Fire?
some-
We had the whole
He had some
dumpster.
good.
Yeah.
He had some very good matches, man. The stuff of Angle, the stuff of X-Pac, the stuff with
Kane.
fucking Test, the stuff of Steve
And
Blackman.
Kane.
Steve
He was
Blackman.
good, bro.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a good wrestler.
Yeah, he wasn't
Kane
bad.
made him look like $1 million.
That
Now
match.
when he came back, like after he was gone for so many years,
Yeah, that
it was
sucked.
like it was a coin toss because for every good performance he had, there was a bad one. He looked great
That
against
match-
AJ. The
that
tag
match
stuff
was-
with Miz was okay, but everything else he did wasn't that good.
That
Yeah.
match with Kurt Angle was a work of fucking art. He
The
almost broke his
fuck
neck.
out of here. This dude used to punch like a cat.
Muhammad Ali shuffle. Muhammad Ali shuffle.
When Kurt Angle almost broke his neck that night when he suplexed him
Killed him.
through the plate or up against the plate, guys, and he fucking bounced to the floor.
If that was Kurt Angle was Perk Angle, Shane would have been dead because he would have killed him.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's CKO catchphrase. He killed me with that shit. Oh Lord. Y'all know if he always say that shit. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
a real quick sports minute. Yeah, your Chiefs. Offense is fucking horrible. But the
See that
defense,
defense, right?
but the defense is carrying the day, and as much bad nights as the offense might have, your defense is going to have to win you some games. Come
Exactly.
January, and that might be key to you guys win the Super Bowl. But anyways, there are a few good things happening this weekend.
Talk about it.
SC versus Notre Dame. That's going to be a good game. Washington versus Oregon. That's a playoff spot on the line in that matchup.
Okay.
Boxing. Even though I don't watch YouTubers box because it's a waste of my fucking time.
Now you bugging. Like that's what they hungry at. Like you ever heard of this shit called street beefs? Pause.
No.
Yo, watch that shit. Street beefs.
Okay.
Matt, go ahead. While you talking about it, I'm gonna pull up a quick clip of street beefs. Pause.
But a Logan Paul.
It's just like, yeah.
Logan
Hey,
Paul
I
is
got-
facing
Hold on,
Logan Paul is
I got a
facing Dylan
question.
Hold
Davis.
on, let him finish. Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Yeah,
Jones.
Logan
Giants
Paul
suck.
is facing Dylan Dennis, and that seems to be a shit show and a half. And
The New York-
KSI is facing Tommy Fury. That's
Dude, the New York Giants are the only football team that will lose in a bye week. I mean, that's how bad they are.
Damn.
like that's supposed to be like
Man.
after the matchup. The NBA season starts in 2 weeks.
No. The Giants are so bad they'll fuck up the #1 draft pick by winning the last 2 games and end
Oh
up
yeah,
with the fifth.
yeah. Oh, I'll see that. Yeah. They'll do that.
And speaking of suck for Caleb, I think I know the reason why the Broncos are losing. It's because Sean Payton said it last year. He said that Caleb Williams is going to be the reason why the NFL is going to have a lottery system.
Yeah. Hey, Blackstar, what do you think about the Lions? Do you think they're contenders or pretenders? Because I mean, their offense is great, but what about their D?
That's their strength. They are contenders. The defense
They're contenders,
is top
but
5.
the problem is that come January, do you trust Jared Goff?
Oh,
Yeah,
inexperienced. They don't have the experience for big time games, so we don't know how they will perform. But
Yeah.
they're
Like, I like
firing
the
on
name.
all cylinders.
Like
They're
I like
looking good. Yeah.
like I like Penei Sewell. Like I like their offensive line. Their offensive line is nasty as hell, and they probably have the two best defensive ends in the NFC North.
Well, you know why they winning? Because of that crazy ass coach. He talks to them, and they be ready to run.
Oh yeah, he's
a
looking at
wall.
Are they going to play the 49ers? Are the Lions going to play the 49ers this season or no?
Nope.
No, they're not. But come playoff time, they will.
No, I know because I was wondering because a regular season game that would be a good test for them. Because I mean, the Cowboys failed.
The 49ers got the easiest schedule in the NFL. They don't play nobody.
Like home
Yeah,
for the fences.
We can see it.
Yeah.
Muay Thai upon them.
Oh, like Muay Thai boxing and shit.
Oh no, you ain't kneeing me in my gut. Fuck that.
Are these like trained fighters, or is it like a content creator thing, or what?
No, that looks like content.
There's a mixture of everything.
Oh,
okay. Goodness gracious.
Oh man, he got knocked.
He slept him.
Oh,
where the fuck did that right hand come from?
What the hell?
Man, that's in somebody's backyard at a barbecue. Yo, that's at somebody's barbecue.
Okay, I
Who
just
took the
looked
last
this up.
burger. That's it. Fight.
Yeah, I just looked this up. I meant to say this earlier in the show before we go. Billy Corgan was on Busted Open Radio, and the long story short is that he says that in 2024, he said that NWA has signed 2 television deals with 2 different networks. He says that he cannot comment at this time on what networks they'll be, but he said that they're top 20 networks. You can expect it in 2024. He said they're going to be leaving YouTube and NWA on TV soon.
I heard the rumor is going to be Fox and Peacock, and WWE has a stake interest in.
Yeah, it's
so
probably Fox or something.
Can you look up the top 20 networks in cable right now or whatever? Because it's probably like UPN or something.
I can do that.
Yeah, because you know it's going to be like 18 and 19. Yeah,
it would be nice to see them have more than 300 fans.
Channel 3.
300
Channel 3.
NWA is just barely hanging on. They just
don't. It's going to be on the Wayne's World network from Wayne's World. That's what's going to be on the Wayne's World.
Sorry. From public access.
I'm sorry, Sandman, but the second Tyrus became champion was the end of the NWA.
Right that was it. That was it. Somebody call your mom. Take him.
Y'all wasn't even watching my dude title reign. Y'all just talking shit.
Y'all
don't know what's going on. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see this shit that I'm talking about? Y'all motherfuckers just going off of what hearsay.
Dude,
none of y'all watched one motherfucking Brodus Clay match when he was NWA champion.
Come on,
okay, I have the list in front of me, guys.
I have the list
in front of me, guys. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Hold up. I have the list. Thanks, Nate. So I looked it up.
Right? Yeah.
These are the top 20. Yeah, this is actually cool. We can basically figure it out right now. All right, so here are the top 20 cable networks in the United States of America. I'm going to start from number 20, work our way up. Number 20, A&E. Number 19, the CW.
No.
Number 18, TNT. Number 17, Discovery Channel. Number 16, TBS. Number 15, TLC.
Maybe.
Number 14, History Channel.
No.
Number 13.
Hold on. This is according to who?
Like, the Nielsen numbers.
Okay.
Nielsen. Yeah. Number 13, I think it's the Spanish network, is called Telemundo.
Telemundo? How you know about Telemundo? Get him out of here. You should know about Telemundo.
Telemundo.
Number 12, USA Network.
No.
Number 11, Hallmark Channel.
No.
Number 10, Univision.
What should be on Univision?
That sound like a NWA channel.
It's like a Spanish.
It's Univision.
It's like Spanish.
Right.
What the fuck? How Nate knows about this shit, but not you know what?
I know. I watched it. I used to watch it.
That's what I'm saying. How Nate know? Yo, Univision.
Television. Dude, Federico.
Let me finish. Number 9, HGTV. Number 8, Eon. Number
Yeah,
7.
that's a possible.
Number 7, MSNBC.
No.
Hell
Number
no.
6, ESPN.
That's fucking. Well, maybe it is. Especially okay when this is like the according to the last quarterly.
Yes, the last quarterly.
So yeah,
Right.
because
Right.
basically, and especially when it comes to the war that's going on right now in Israel.
Right. Yeah,
So basically,
So
Ion and CW are probably the
see
top.
why
ones.
MSNBC is that high
So
up.
we got to finish. Hold on. So number 7 was in.
Well, motherfucker, like this.
Number 6. Number
Last
6,
time,
ESPN.
you're not slowing down. You're not slow down, sir. Slow down. Remember, this
I
is
was
my
reading them
show, right?
over.
Like, I got you. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know what I mean? I got you. Relax. Hold on. What number was MSNBC?
I think he said 6.
Number
Right?
7. Number
Oh,
7.
It was number 7. Yeah, like you rushing and all that shit. Relax. Like last time I checked, you know what I mean? I got this.
Mhm.
So this we down to the final 10. What was number 10?
Well, number 10 was Univision.
Univision.
What was number 9?
HGTV.
HGTV now.
What's that?
You know, the
Home
home
and
shopping network.
Home
You
and
know,
Home
they-
and
Garden.
Garden.
Okay.
Home and
yeah, my
Garden.
mom loves that network. Yeah.
Like all those house renovation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got 8.
Number 8 is something called Eon. I've never heard of that. Eon
Ion
channel.
Network. Yeah, Ion.
That's a possibility. That's a strong possibility.
It's CW.
Look at Ballet Dancer. Even she knows. Like, I don't know if she's black or I don't know.
Yeah,
Telemundo, Univision, Spanish language programming. Give me
Dude,
the
watch
tortillas and all that
Dude, I watched
shit.
Nightmare on Elm Street on Telemundo. Federico.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit. They're like, oh, what's going on? What's NASA?
Hey,
Come on, now.
Telemundo had every soap opera starting off with a man riding a horse.
Oh, come on. You didn't even know what it was before. What are you talking about?
Yup.
You didn't even know this. Oh, my God. Yo, don't do that.
Come on,
Know what
from
this-
New York.
You was like, yo, what's Telemundo?
No,
Dude, the cleaning guy used to watch Telemundo at work.
I just sit there and say, oh, yeah, Telemundo. You ain't know a goddamn thing at first. You know what Telemundo was?
Shit.
You know what this reminds me of? Like it reminds me of like this old Family Guy skit. Like Peter was watching Telemundo. They're like Peter like bitch slap Lois.
Dude, the cleaning guy at my work before was watching Telemundo at work, and I said, "What the hell?" There was a black guy on there with dreads. I said, "What the fuck?" The lead singer from Seven Dust doing at Telemundo? Like, what the fuck?
Seven Dust? Was that a rock band?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you don't know Seven Dust? Oh man,
No, motherfucker. What do you mean? Like, see, like,
they're awesome.
no.
Most underrated rock band of all time.
I don't listen
But go ahead, Tove.
Cypress Hill. You heard of Cypress Hill, right? Cypress Hill.
We're up to 6. Go ahead.
All right. So number 7 was MSNBC. Number
Right.
6 is ESPN.
That's a hell no.
No.
Yeah. Number 5, and this is probably where it's at. Number 5 is the Fox News channel.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a possibility.
That's kind of weird. News channel.
Yeah. Number 4.
Well, it's
is
not
Fox.
because people. You'd be surprised who just want to know what's going on around the world. Not everything got to be ratchet shit.
Why should be on CNN?
Mhm.
Why should be on CNN?
Yeah. Number 5 is Fox. I'm sorry. Number 4 is Fox. Just regular Fox.
That's a no.
No.
Yeah, and then the top 3 is pretty obvious. Number 3 is ABC, and number 2 is NBC, and number 1 is CBS.
Yeah. So I go with like CW and Ion Network.
Yeah.
So I can see
Yes,
that too.
possibly.
Well, the CW has that WOW, Women of Wrestling. So
Yeah.
CW does have
That's
some
it.
wrestling on there.
Yo, I heard. As a matter of fact, they getting up in the ratings.
Speaking of a bad omen, did you see that WoW outdid Rampage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they getting up there. They really getting up there. I've been noticing.
Dude, emergency broadcasting thing probably outdid Rampage. Fucking
I
disgusting.
heard Impact. I heard that Impact's numbers went up too. I know,
Yeah.
like their last show, they had like it was like the upper 100,000.
Yeah, the Ion Network.
Yeah, like one- Yeah,
Remember
like
Ion?
120. Yeah.
I
Like,
wonder how much
Big
money.
ups to Impact.
I saw what Kazarian did with that fucking backwards pile driver through the table. I was like, oh, good lord.
Oh shit.
Like, that was pretty good. Like, that was a pretty good ending of a match. I think it was like last man standing.
Mm.
Like, he did, like, the
Which match was that? Which one are you talking about? Which match?
Like it was like the three stages of Impact. I think it was
Oh,
called.
3 stages of hell.
Yeah. But like it was between a Kazarian and
What?
and
As a matter of fact,
Davey Richards
yeah. As a matter of fact, Bound for Glory is
or Davey Edwards.
Bound for Glory is next Saturday. I'm going to check that out, Sam. Man, maybe we can do a review.
It looks good. It looks good.
Yeah. Let me look at this card right here, because the card, this is a good card.
Yeah,
got,
Talk about it. Go ahead. Talk about it before we get up out of here.
Yeah, this is the card right now. It's actually looking pretty good. They got the main event is Alex Shelley defending the championship against Josh Alexander. That'll be good.
Should have been loose.
They got Osprey against Mike Bailey. How the fuck Impact could afford Osprey, I'll never know.
They're going Baker.
I just could afford anybody on that roster. I never like it's just crazy. But go ahead.
This is really good. They got my boy Kenta facing Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship. That's gonna be nice.
Why is it Kenta facing
Trinity's facing Mickey James for the Knockout Championship.
Why is Mickey James still wrestling?
Why not?
They got the usual call your shot gauntlet. I gotta see who's in that match.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's the gauntlet where it's like a battle royale, and basically, like if you win it, it's like their version of Money in the Bank. That's how Moose won the title.
Okay.
Yeah. They got the Rascals against ABC. That's Ace Austin and Chris Bay.
Like, are they a part of Bullet Club? Why the fuck is Bullet Club in Impact?
I don't know, bro.
They've been there. Shit, remember, Jay White was the one that brought the Bullet Club to Impact.
Yeah. I've heard about this. I've heard about this chick. It's a new tag team called MK Ultra Killer Kelly. I've heard very good things about her. She's got this other chick.
I like Killer Kelly.
Yeah, they'll be facing Deanna and Tasha Steelz for the Knockout Tag Team Championships. And
like, I like Masha Slamovich. Like, I like her.
Yeah.
She's cool.
And then we got a Monsters Ball match. PCO versus Rhino versus Steve Macklin.
How old is PCO? Like, seriously.
He's got to be at least like 53. Let me see how old he is.
53? What?
He's like the Frankenstein. He's like the Frankenstein of wrestling. I like that.
2 years off.
Like, the years are not good to me.
Nah, yes it is. Because this dude got lit on fire, for Christ's sake.
Do you see how slow the dude's moving? The years haven't been good to him.
Yeah, because he's a Frankenstein of wrestling. That's what he is.
Okay.
Let me see. Where's this show at? Let me see. It's at Cicero Stadium. That's in Illinois. Let me see what the attendance is. Let me see what's going on here. Cicero Stadium.
Under 2,000.
Hold up. Sorry, like this is live.
It's a high school gym.
Steve Macklin on Bassmaster Saturday. ESPN. Steve Macklin.
Where's the capacity, bro?
It's a high school gym.
Probably like 2,500.
Is
They've
it?
been doing like 2,500, probably.
Oh, okay. The capacity is up to 6,000 people.
6,000? Yeah.
Oh, that's the capacity. I don't know how many tickets they have. I gotta.
Yeah.
Man, if they was to fill 1,000, that'll be good.
Oh, they'll fill 1,000. They'll fill 1,000. Nowadays, they usually get like right now their crowds are usually like 1,200, 1,300. You know, around respectable. Pales in comparison to what they used to get. But I'll give them their props. They're showing some slow progress. I've said it before, man. Sam and I, we talked about it several times, but they just need a better TV deal. You know, I know there's already a lot of wrestling. They just need a better TV deal. Ain't nobody watching Access or whatever the fuck it's called. You know.
Actually. But yeah, you know the vibes. I gotta shut it down. We've had the 2 hour mark. You guys are awesome for pulling up. Next week, B, you already know the motherfucking vibes. When is Slaughterhouse? You know when Slaughterhouse is?
Slaughterhouse.
So
What for MLW?
yeah.
Like for MLW?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because
I
gotta figure out a way to get.
I watched this MLW match, and it was probably the most it was weird to me because it was a Terry Funk versus Jerry the King Lawler match. I was like, wait a minute, Jerry the King Lawler? When was this?
Right.
Oh, it's today. Wait, it's today.
Slaughterhouse is now? It was earlier?
Yeah. I don't know if it's well clearly.
It does make sense because it is Friday the 13th. Now, before we get up out of here, we gotta see. Let's look at the results real quick. Hold up.
No, I'm sorry. It's the 14th, meaning later today.
Oh, okay.
Because we're in midnight now. So
tomorrow,
later today. Yeah.
All right. Damn. I gotta get Fight TV or something because does that should be playing on Fight TV? The pay per views.
I think so.
Like it's barely 9 o'clock out here. That's why it's good to live in the West Coast.
Oh yeah. It's on Fight Plus.
All right. You already know the deal. Hit that motherfucker thumbs up. Hit that motherfucking thumbs up for the people up there that's gonna watch the upload. Hit the thumbs up. We definitely appreciate that shit. Yeah, you already know, B. Like next week we're gonna do it all again. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get some fucking rest. I'm tired. At ease, losers.
Alrighty.